battle. Well, I got I'm waiting for you.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
That makes
Dr.
sense.
Steelhammer with my good friend Holdat,
Yes,
a.k.a.
sir.
Revival. A successful rebrand in my eyes.
Fighting.
Listen, I got warrants, man.
Engage.
Sometimes you gotta stay fresh. You gotta go to the pay and spray. You gotta change it up. You had five stars, man. How are you?
Doing good. Love the last week. I love it.
I'm more of a rebrand. I really do have warrants. You have a chance to see some of the new blood tonight. Have you played some games?
Yeah, I've been trying to get them fired up. Can you feel how tentative they are?
Oh, the pussy. It's the new generation. Good games, man. Sick
Go.
Alex, bro.
I think I heard please and thank you twice. This is ridiculous.
Whoever wins, we're going up for ice cream afterwards, you know? Bubbles' dad's gonna take us to Dairy Queen. But there's some good players here today.
Good players here today. And the Alex army is quite strong.
It's about
Tonight we have
Tanya, the new Alex to the city.
all right.
What I like about tonight is a lot of people actually came out of town. We have my buddy here, Randomator. Randomator's coming from upstate New York, right? Upstate New York. We have.
Wait, do we acknowledge upstate New York?
I don't consider it to be on my
It's like Trump.
I've spent a minimal amount of time. I actually visited Randomator in 2014. Drove through about 40 homage communities together.
Battle. Go for it.
Oh, we're live. Okay, so we have Weatherman and we have Kumiko, another Alex player. So I'm very impressed with Weatherman. Have you ever played him or talked to him at all?
I watched him play a bunch of it.
So Weatherman's part of this new generation of tech launch. Incredible understanding of charge systems, which is obviously very important. But kind of one of the things that separates our generation from this generation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but coming up, tech wasn't really the number one priority.
Let's go tech with the cake.
I like that. And it meant when I stopped the throw. That was it. That was it wasn't really tech when I was growing up playing.
Well, I think the guys who really got used to it were okay.
For sure, but it was less commonly talked about. It wasn't like we had Discords and we had all of this information. Like Weatherman probably 2 or 3 years in, and he started to as well as most of the players that he's been playing. Now, what separates the older players and newer players is experience. So you can't learn that in class.
Yeah, I never really counted frames unless
Are you ready?
maybe watching
Go.
100%.
slow motion.
Yeah, no.
Frame
30. I'm looking for that 60 frames per second. I want that 4K. No, understanding the subtleness. I didn't know any of that until Frankie started teaching me.
And you know what? We're kind of seeing it here. Both of these guys are solid, but they're not capitalizing. Like, for instance, when you don't ever block the second switch. Remember?
Yeah, you parried.
You parry that and let it rip.
It's so slow. How do you view this match? As an Alex fan?
I think it's a never favorite.
Interesting.
You can throw it out. All Alex really has is a crouching with punch.
Yeah.
Red parry, punch, parry. Redney, I think my opinion dictates the
That makes sense. You can see that sort of that play right now. I guess the trump card, yeah. So Ren is no stuff. So Alex is obviously a high stuff character. So once he gets you, he'll like put you.
You know what? We're all spoiled by Lucifer.
What an incredible performance. I mean, that was absolutely remarkable. I believe he would win, but I thought it would be significantly more competitive. It's
a matter of
fascinating. So we have a win. We got a game on the board here. Well, not a game, but we have a round on the board here by Weatherman. So Weatherman is playing the Lucifer color, Hero. I wonder if there's an inspiration happening here. I don't know who would be inspired to play Yellow Alex. That's a rough one.
That's somebody who doesn't pay their taxes. The yellow Alex.
Third trick didn't do yellow well across the board. Whether it be Yellow Ken, Yellow Makoto, Yellow Yun, Yellow Alex. It's just not. It's pretty. It's like cute. It's like cute.
Remy, on the other hand, you know about it?
Oh, he's like fine. Look at those shoes. Those Armani shoes. In my Discord a while back, we did a tier list of characters and how bad they smell. Oh, Remy, you think he smells bad or good?
Bad.
Interesting. See, I was under the impression he's a well-dressed, well-manicured, sort of sexual. He would smell fantastic.
He doesn't look like he uses cologne. He looks like he uses one of those like pheromone guys.
That's possible, which actually don't smell good, but are very effective. Those pheromone guys. Watch out for those in the forums. The pickup forums.
Oh.
Yeah, Remy's definitely a pickup artist.
Yeah, he's in there.
Well, he wins the first game. Well played.
So I think Alex just has to, because we know the damage he do. Sometimes you have to do stuff and walk down the coast.
I think that's sort of a Remy universal, unless you're playing a high mobility character like Yon. You can kind of dictate the pace. But you're, whoever you play, for the most part, some more than others, you have to deal with the LOD. And it's a matter of timing your jump. It's a matter of like picking your carries versus your blocks. Frank was talking to me about the Urian Remy, explaining the importance of sometimes holding your ground. The parry will lose where you are, and it kind of allows Remy to set the tone. So.
Like, he's trying to get in, especially walking around. Like, I think that co-op stuff, I was actually there for it. The greatest 5 Alex team I ever saw lost to the Remy.
I mean, Alex...
It's a tough match.
He's a very weak character. It's fairly commonly played in the city. I mean, he's probably right next to Ken in terms of... Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's like a New York pride thing. Everybody. You described to me the reason you play Alex is because he's just fun, right?
He's fun.
It's hard, and I mean, when you win a round with Alex, it feels like you really beat the shit out of your opponent.
It's like getting the daily double from Jeffrey.
It's true, but
it's
like if in between, it's like spinning the wheel of fortune, and there's mainly bankruptcy all over the thing, but there's $1 million prize, and you've hit it a couple times, and you're like, you know what? One more.
It's in the ass crack because Alex is ass.
He's not strong. He's not strong.
But
Remy isn't either. So this is a fun little first round matchup. I can't imagine that we'll see either of these characters late in the game. But here we are.
I'll definitely make it a point to talk with all the Alex players because I learned from the new guys just as well.
Well, it's the same thing with my Urian Discord. A lot of these guys, since like I was saying, are very tech focused, and I'm not. I learn things all the time. But I try to help them understand that in order to get good at this game, it's not a matter of learning, specific punishes to extremely rare situations. It's a matter of just, refining your decision making and kind of weighing risk reward better and protecting yourself. Protect yourself at all times is my third strike philosophy.
At all times.
At all times.
And then you add in the characters, specificity, your own play style. But here with Alex Remy, Remy is so afraid of the damage that you have to use the fear. Yeah. Get in there, but walk him down.
Yeah, you have health. I mean, Alex has, I think, probably slightly above average health, right?
Yeah. I want that Remy charge in all match.
It makes sense. I mean, it's kind of the Urian strategy as well. It's like hold your ground, inch in, understand that all it takes is one good read and we're back in the game. Granted, Urian can do substantially more one-touch damage than Alex can.
Yep.
But I imagine it's a similar concept.
And then when Alex gets meter...
We got Randomator versus Shinebox. This is another Alex, and he's dealing with someone a little bit more difficult than an Alex, than a Remy. He's dealing with a Chun. So Randomator came from out of town. You've probably seen him on Twitch. He's a popular streamer. He also plays on Fightgate under the name Randomator. So let's go Rando. Now this matchup, you pride yourself on your ability to win against Chun as Alex. What do you do? Because I've tried it. It's not easy.
Alex Chun is... It's not character versus character. You have to play player. For instance, the way I approach Gavin's Chun and Ahmed's Chun and even Exodus' Chun are night and day.
It's got to be, yeah.
Gavin whips out lightning legs out all the time. Guys like Ahmed. So it's just different, but there's some universal things here. Oh, see? I like that.
Nice car throw.
See how Chun's already in the corner?
Where you got to keep her.
Shinebox actually punishes his backdash by walking forward.
I'd like to see more meter builds from Randomator. More of a focus on establishing that crouch medium kick, which I believe is one of the strongest tools against Alex. Yes, sir. It's very challenging for Alex to get through that wall of crouch medium kick. And I haven't really seen any of them yet. Good, confirm. Let's see. So you have to do late jump in order to follow up on Alex. You played a little Chun yourself, though.
Oh, no. We all tried to.
Yeah, I had my stint.
I love those legs by
Okay.
Oh!
Now what do? You wake up bird kick? No, you don't wake up bird kick. You jump throw.
So that's another thing that you don't see a lot of Alex. Where was the anti-air?
So it's something I've seen across the board with this new generation is they struggle to break the habit of trying to parry every jump in. So, like, you have, for the most part, almost every character has normal moves that can kind of stop the empty jump pressure. And, if you know, there's the parry element of the jump, so you're going to have to layer that with more than one attack. But most players, if you empty jump throw, you're going to get it. Or empty jump low. Oh, man. Empty jump crouch medium kick as Urian against, like, a normal 1 to 2 year experienced player. It's like they don't understand the concept. What do you mean? I was trying to parry the jump roundhouse. Well, I'm not doing it. How about that? Yeah, empty jump grab is very strong. Nice job, Randomator. Clean.
Let me ask you a question. So, you see the distance that separates Alex from the opponent after he hits the command grab?
Yeah, it's totally screwed up.
I definitely try only to use it as a closer.
You use jab, right?
Use jab either to keep them in the corner.
Because each strength leaves you further away.
Yeah. So, any Alex players in the chat, you know, please go at me if I'm wrong. I just don't think you should use that command grab in a neutral.
Especially because your normal car grab,
it's so much better.
So strong.
And I get to keep the pressure.
You get to keep the pressure. I have to deal with your dash pressure after that as Urian. So I totally agree with that.
Oh!
Look at that. That hurt.
Oh, my God.
Sending a message.
He went for it
Stand
again.
fierce.
So disrespectful.
Nice. Let's see. Look at the distance.
Yeah, see that? I don't like.
Oh, that, but he's got the
Yeah,
sweep.
he got the sweep.
Maybe in that situation, because it does push Chun to the center of the screen, gets him out of the corner, maybe there is some value in it. Look at a little implementation of the Genki bomb there with the jump. You know, usually it's with jump medium punch, but that was with kick. Ooh! Das Boot!
Das Boot. Who sees a throw with and hits roundhouse?
The new generation.
Demon.
The new generation. They got those kid eyes, you know, reflexes. Man, I don't have that. But you'll see the distance here.
I mean, he's
now,
hitting
he misses
it.
the quick rise. He goes for a Genki bomb, misses it. No confirm. 2 back fierces into nothing.
Randomator is literally playing this right now so often. Keeping him out. Yes. This is beautiful.
Yeah. See, there's got to be, you know, on arcade you have substantially more time than online to really visually and confirm with your ears that you've landed the correct medium kick and to confirm. But
Do you think he was saving it?
I think it's possible. That's what I always, if I play Chun, I'm always saving
I'm saving it.
I'm saving it for round 6. You know? I don't want to be disrespectful and use one of the super moves.
Uh-oh. Look at all that meter on Chun.
Oh, there's the wake-up crouch medium
He
kick.
felt the breeze, that final destination.
Oh,
Oh, with the stop.
All right, let's
All right.
see. But you're right. Look, oh, that's going to hit twice.
I'd like to confirm, though.
Gets the hard knockdown. Oh, that's now this
See?
is going to be make sure he punishes the spring. That was kind of dope.
was
Dude.
dope.
I like that wall jump. Now where's the mix-up? Okay, now I would. Oh, it's going to be tough. Oh, wake up legs. Back fierce. Try boxing losers.
You just cannot reliably confirm crouching short in the super.
Frankie can.
Because Frankie's
got a.
they haven't properly coded his DNA. I don't know
I
what
was
that
told
meant.
he was coming out tonight.
All right.
I would like to see the man. I moved to New Jersey recently, so it's been challenging to get out here as often, but I am here tonight, and I'm hoping we can get maybe a couple of the other old heads. This is a new blood tournament, but a couple old heads never hurt.
All right,
What do we got next? Randomator's got a lot of tech. Chun doesn't need too much tech. I feel like with Chun, it's very easy to get lost in the sauce of all of the various, you know, SGGKs and all this. It's just like, can you hit your confirms every time? Can you hit your car throw every time? Then you'll be okay.
Is
Do
your
you
shit
block
consistent?
A lot?
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Now, Bunch is coming from Massachusetts, another out-of-towner. He has, and you'll see, a different Chun than Randomator. He does sort of, he leans into this philosophy of simple is better.
Simple is better.
Now, Bunch was a very strong Street Fighter 4 player, and he's always
Yes.
played 3. I don't know his experience with 5, but he's been a 3S player for some time.
I follow Bunch. I actually know who he is, but I think tonight's like the first time I ever like saw him face to face.
Well, Massachusetts is a hell of a drive, but people are coming out for this. This means something. DS1NY.
All right, let's skip it. Envy versus Apollo.
And shout out to Mutant XP. You know, for some years now, he's always been kind of pushing the new blood.
He's been talking about this event for some time. and then COVID hit, but this is actually maybe the first significant event back since COVID at Next Level in regards to 3S. We've done a couple big nights, but a couple singles tournaments, one single limb tournaments.
And people, check the archives. Blood Cell, I don't know if Blood Cell's out there.
Remember Blood Cell Dudley? Yeah.
Dudley, we've had some moments out there.
But we are back, and we're doing the New Blood Battle Royale. I think it's fitting. Since 30th drop, there's been a lot of new players, and I feel like over the last couple of years, maybe with COVID and Fightcade, they've leveled up, and we want to showcase some of the New York City New Blood. But this is Envy, and this is Apollo. So Apollo is a longtime fighting game player, not really known as a 3S player. He's really good at
I'm liking this
Yang
pressure
and Alpha. Envy is someone who actually came to my house last weekend in New Jersey. So I moved to New Jersey. Envy lives in Jersey. I've been training with him and trying to help him get stronger.
And got a revolving door in Jersey. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to get some tabs, bro. I got the super gun set up, but I got to get some tabs. So this is a tough matchup for Goki, mainly because it's stun.
Stun, the movement, Yang.
Low health.
It's a bitch.
It's not an ideal matchup for Goki. Commonly thought of as like maybe a 6-4 in Yang's favor. EX slashes are very powerful with a character that has low stun. So
I used to be confident in this matchup until Nikki KO lost to match with Yang because he sucks.
It's tough, man.
It's tough.
This is not an easy one. Nice. But look at that stun bar. It's right there. All it takes is maybe one more EX slash sequence. Back throw. Another thing I see with a lot of the new players is a strong desire to always be pressuring. Always be pressuring. Rush down, rush down, rush down. I think over time people recognize that it's actually quite useful to do nothing sometimes.
Do nothing sometimes, and then when you get the hit, kind of be calm to finish what you have to do. Like a few times there, Goku got the hit, but he didn't follow up. He was like, oh my god, I hit him.
For sure. It's the same off of parry, where people will regularly get parries and be like, I got a parry, what do I do?
What do I do?
If you have an ingrained parry and punish into one, you'll struggle with your punishing. Like when I parry a move, there's your stun right there. That was.
But he did hit a down fierce, but no follow up. Maybe hasn't been a while since he played.
Well, I feel like the Yang matchup is something that you're going to have to kind of get comfortable with. With twins in general, if you don't have countless hours against them, the way they move, the way that they pressure, how to deal with command grab, the nuance of it. Yang is a character that will chew up a guest parrier.
Can we talk about that? Why did they give the twins a command grab?
It's just a total oversight. They have the best mobility. They have an incredibly small body.
I think Capcom was like, they need something.
Yeah, we need one more thing.
They need something.
How do we kill this game? How do we make sure that no one watches these streams in 2021?
I want to see.
Oh, this is fascinating. Is this going to be what I think it is?
This is KG versus Knox?
Oh, no, it's KG versus a man in a red shirt that I don't personally know. Let's see what his name is. Looks like he's wearing a Papa John's shirt.
Oh, he's about to plug in.
Oh, he's plugging in the pad.
The pad.
So we are living in the future, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it.
We have the capability of built-in undammed converters where you can play at next level on your keyboard, on your hitbox, on a microwave.
Yep.
You can play on anything. You can play on your Palm Pilot. If it's got a USB, you can plug it in.
Pretty soon we're going to be in rooms.
K-Sweets versus KG the Legend. So KG is another player that I've played with extensively. He used to come by my old house in Brooklyn. We play on the Super Gun. It's good to see him back.
It's like we're all coming out of the house, getting readjusted to sunlight. Everybody's like slowly starting to reintegrate.
I like it. I'm totally down. Now, I don't know if K-Sweets is having some difficulty with the undammed converter. It's possible that the pad he's using is not going to work. I've seen that a few times. Sometimes like third-party controllers don't work.
How do you guys play on those Xbox controllers? Seriously.
So I played on an Xbox controller for about a decade. And I think the human spirit can overcome any challenge. So let's just put it that way. If you just don't know any better, you'll play Xbox controller on an HD TV.
You'll make it work.
And you'll figure it out. We got Ken. Do we have a controller that works? Nice. We're in there. So K-Sweets going up against KG the Legend. So it's a classic matchup. the standard Ken versus Ryu. I think in other games, maybe it's a little bit more of an even matchup. It's a tough one for Ryu, but he's got the Denjin in his pocket. No punish, all right. Weak punish, but it works.
That was a jump missile.
When you punish with Ryu, you're hoping to get a knockdown, especially if you're playing Denjin. So obviously you'd like to land a Tatsu or a donkey kick. Low forward fireball in other games is very good, but in this game it doesn't knock down. So
K-Sweets, I see what he's trying to do. I don't know if it's the lights, the basement, but he'll settle down next round, I think.
I think he's holding his ground nicely. Got some meter, but yep, taken out with the crouch medium kick.
And like you've seen, new players, you jump over, you have no meter, you do short with Ryu. What's the point? What's the point of that? And you'll break out of that just by keeping it.
That's something absolutely. So kind of in line with what I was talking about earlier, the need for new players to feel like I need to pressure heavily.
Yeah.
You'll see it with Shoto players who, with no meter, with no real game plan, throw you in the corner and stand medium punch, or close medium punch, or meaty crouch short.
Yep.
And that's sort of their mix-up. It's throw or meaty high or low. And it's like, it wasn't until I played. I'm just gonna hurt.
Den. Oh, he missed the.
God, can you do the combo? I mean, I know it's New Blood, but it's not like completely New Blood,
KG not happy with
KG.
himself.
That is a situation where we usually do jump roundhouse, fierce Shoryuken to send a message.
And something else you mentioned, when we first went to Japan, all of us had like this epiphany where like, these guys don't press a lot of buttons when their opponent is blocking. Like, if your opponent is blocking, why are you doing the target combo with Ken? Do not hit that fierce button.
There's no good reason.
Because they'll red parry that shit.
I certainly would.
Exactly.
Or I would try.
Or you'll try to. And that you learn by playing, especially.
Nice.
Oh!
Let's see. Did he overcharge it? Nope. Oh, right. It almost hit him from behind. Den.
That looks so pretty.
The
Dragon punch into.
Yeah, it's the Kuni special. He's playing the Kuni color. This is a man who I imagine watched the first of 10. Kuni versus my boy RB. Close personal friend, RB. There's a struggle, but he fought hard, and Kuni showed the power of the Tokyo Denjin.
Kuni is so hard in a long set. Jesus. Nice match, though.
Well done. We were able to see flashes of Kuni here.
Yeah. I hope these guys, rewatch the stream.
They won't.
Win or lose.
They won't. I wouldn't unless I won. And I'd skip through any rounds I lost.
Burn the tapes. Shred the files.
Or went out for, we got Gerard here. Gerard's one of my Urian boys.
What's up, Gerard?
He plays green Urian.
JR
intentionally.
Banks, good. Rescue Ryan, shout out.
Rescue Ryan. Now, this is a man who I played the other day. He was an Alex player, but he's a smart Alex player because now he's a Necro player. So he's moved on. When are you going to move? You moved backwards. You were a Ken player. You were living your truth. And you're like, you know what? This is too easy.
I was kidding myself. Listen,
you have a good Ken.
My Ken sucks.
There's an old video on Facebook of you playing my Urian with your Ken, and it was just casuals, and you were fucking me up, and it was driving me crazy. And I went home and I made sure I was like, don't like that video. I was like, how do I delete a video for someone else?
No, my kid sucks.
I love your Ken.
We just have to be honest. My people, we're not good with the twins or with Ken. It's
well,
just the thing. I can say
we're 3 matches in, but we can talk about race. The white man? You think the white man's built for anything? What is the white? I think the white man can't play third strike.
Nah, because you got representation. You.
Like I said, the white man can't play third strike. Right. I learned the other day Pyrolee's half Hispanic.
Oh, that doesn't count.
He's half Hispanic. It blew my mind. I said he was the Great White Hope.
I thought he was a pureblood.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Well.
But you know what? You've said to me many times black people can't play twins.
You can't play the twins.
I don't think white people can play the twins either.
Or Magneto.
I can't speak on other games. But it's interesting because in New York City, obviously it's the home of Marvel 2.
Yes.
And that's a game that the black community has taken over the world in.
True. But when you
get a highly technical game.
But when you get granular to the characters, I don't know why, but my people, it's either Alex.
Yeah.
Urian.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of black Ken players.
Oh, well,
and
that's just a given.
Well.
I just didn't want to say it out loud.
White people play Remy.
Remy.
They play Necro. They play Oro. They play Yuri and...
Why do white people love Oro and Q?
I don't know. I don't know. Q too. It's this weird like self-flagellation. It's like they want to make up for all their sins of the race, and they're like, you know, I don't deserve to play top tier.
They get to the camp like, listen, I'm sorry. Can I get next to him? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll pick Q. Well, you know, everyone will have a good time.
And they're like, what are you sorry for? Everything.
I'm really, yeah. I don't know exactly, precisely what I'm sorry for, but I apologize.
Oh, we got a Cuban Yang. I take
So
it.
we have Almaz. Now, Almaz is also, he's the Ken player here. And he's playing against Bubbles. This is a tough first-round match for both of them because I actually had pinned both of these guys to go far. So Almaz is from Massachusetts. He came down with Bunch. He's the Green Ken, and he played casuals against me earlier, and I was impressed with him. So now we have a Matcherino here.
Yes.
So we've got to, of course, get out there and do our, what are they called, sponsor quests? We've got to do our sponsor quests. We've got to make sure that these young boys get paid.
Get paid?
A lot of them are still in middle school, and, when they get home, their mom's going to ask for the money and all this stuff, hold it in the sock drawer. But these kids need money. So Almaz up round 1. Bubbles was both of our picks to potentially win this thing. Now, I saw these guys play in casuals, and Almaz actually beat Bubbles.
Really?
Yeah, Almaz is good. He was, when I came here, he was streaking everybody, and then I showed up in 126 straight to remind them that I'm not new and I ain't going anywhere.
But see, some of the things you and I are seeing as the old men we are is like a block sweep.
Yeah, you got
Ken, you got me. You got to let that rip, baby.
you got 3 juicy bars right there. I mean, the old blood Kens are punishing crouch medium kick now.
Yeah.
Nice, interesting. I like, that's another, so this is an impressive display here because the Denjin, now watching Cooney versus RB, something that really stuck out is a lot of new players, they're like, oh, Denjin, you can't block it, so you must parry it, right? No, there's other ways you can avoid it. You can actually hit the Denjin player before the Denjin comes out. That's something that I'd really like to do. If someone's right next to me and they let Denjin go, and I assume they're going to hold it, I'll do a stand medium punch or a tackle to hit them out of it. Or Almaz avoided it entirely, so I like that.
Oh my God, I think we're just witnessing a singular event. There's a Japanese joystick plugged into a Japanese cap.
He's playing on his own stick on the USB.
This is like the birth of a star.
Yeah, you can see that in the video.
Holy shit.
So when I did that, when we first got these undams, I was like, yo, this is sick. I'm going to play on my... Oh, he misses the parry. Dan Bubbles doesn't miss that. Boom. Oh, fresh medium kick, nothing.
Like, how... Are we? Is it possible we're taking the level of comfort too far when you plug a Japanese stick
into a cap?
Into a cap.
So I tried that. I was disappointed. There's clearly a little input lag. So I want to play directly off of the cap forever.
I have to ask him about this later.
He must feel comfortable with his own stick. Maybe he's got macros.
Ooh, I love the comfort.
We didn't check for
macros
for cheating devices. Too early on that throw. So the Ryu is still in block stun. Ryu actually, I believe, has 1 more frame of block stun. Is that true? Do you know anything about that?
No,
These
I
tech
do not.
kids. Someone posted in the chat. Isn't it Chun and Ryu and Q all have like 1 extra frame of block stun? I don't know.
Oh my God! What a nice crossover.
Someone knows
Tatsu.
That cross-up Tatsu is some dice cake shit. So Bubbles is,
Ooh!
oh no, he meant to be EX.
Should have been. Or middle kick.
Crouching block stun. Okay, so not standing block stun.
Let the Denjin rip.
Oh,
nice.
Just
bang.
Ba-ba-boom. 1-1, or is that? No, just 1-0, right?
That's 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0. Oh no, Almaz had the first game. 1-1.
It's 1-1.
She's big. This was a bit of a seeding oversight, if you ask me. I think Almaz is sort of an unknown, not from the area.
Well, you got to build that rep, son.
Yeah, I think it's just crouching block stun. So it wouldn't have affected in that situation. But regardless, Ryu was still in block stun in this game. Like most fighting games, if you're in block stun, you're invulnerable to throws, and that's why Almaz, his close medium punch tick throw setup whiffed, because he did the throw too soon while Ryu was still in block stun. Interesting sweep. Playing a little feet work here. Nice try to tech. Ooh! Alright, back throw. Ryu's back throw does a lot of stun. For a Genshin player, you can see the stun is building. That was a nice setup. Good parries. Okay, it's alright. Ooh.
See the confidence Ryu's moving with? Look at that.
Nice.
That's parries. That's when you're in the zone.
Moves. I love Ryu's stand medium.
Oh, he's in the zone. Ow!
Okay, now build some meter. Okay.
So, what we like about Third Strike, especially why we see those like first 10 sets are so good.
Now,
when guys are in the zone, every round is different. The moves are limited in this game.
Fun game.
Whoa!
That was nice. Now look at that. Half the stun.
My man is in the dead.
Okay, now build some meter, play it safe. Okay, I mean, I guess. See, now, I don't...
Ooh!
Oh, my God. Okay, no super. Oh,
somebody.
Shaganets.
Somebody's been rushing the Cody.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Crouch, Fierce, and Bubbles, good shit. Crouch, Fierce, and a Donkey Kick is a strangely difficult input, in my opinion. It's like not intuitive. Stand Fierce and a Donkey is very easy. Crouch, Fierce, and a Donkey. And it's an essential part of playing high-level Denjin Ryu.
And Cooney has made it so that if you don't have that in your arsenal, you're not playing Ryu.
No, you can't. It's the main reason that I would never be able to name the character. Daisuke hits it every time, and Bubbles is Daisuke's student. And here we go. Matcherino, boys, we got $29 prize pool. This is an offline tournament. I've seen these online tournaments get hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
That Matcherino, folks.
So let's get the Matcherino going. Let's, go into your dad's wallet. Take his credit card out. All we need is the numbers on the front, the expiration date.
Like, Mom, what is this 401k number?
It's for Bubbles. Bubbles needs to buy some new Jordans. Please, big donations. We don't want $1. We want $100. We want $200. If you don't have any money, do the Matcherino. Go through and do the sponsor quests. Follow a guy on Twitter. I think you can just unfollow him afterwards.
Yes.
I don't think they take the money away. So just do it. Let these kids eat, okay?
Yep.
They've obviously thrown away some of the best years of their lives to try to learn this game. So give them some money. Let's do it.
This is going to be a slobber knocker.
Zork is part of what we call the Jersey Boys. A lot of these new players are not actually from New Jersey, but since they're not from Manhattan or Brooklyn, we're like, you're from New Jersey. Get out of here, son. So Bubbles is part of sort of like the Ken and Black crew. He brought them in from Smash Brothers. It's Keychain, who could not come tonight, which broke my heart.
We need that Keychain.
I felt like Keychain was a kind of a shoe-in for at least top 3.
But I like the spacing here that Ken is doing. But missed a few confirms. All that'll come with one.
Very nice. So SSBM.
Oh!
With the taunt. Oh my God!
The disrespect.
Yo, the new blood. I like it. We talk about these kids don't care. They're playing for fun. The taunt round 1 against the Chun-Li.
I take it back.
Yo, Super Smash Brothers Deft.
This guy doesn't care if he gets
He's
canceled.
like, I don't even play this game. Yoshi's my true main.
Look at the soft shoe.
Yo, Deft is looking deft.
He's keeping him out.
Look at the movement. Look at the fluidity.
You gotta hit that
Yeah,
confirm,
that was-
baby.
yeah. Missing the
Reestablish.
confirms. Randomator was missing the confirms.
Another one.
If you're gonna play Denjin Ryu, you gotta get Crouch Fierce Donkey. If you're playing Chun, you gotta
Gotta
get
hit those.
Crouch Medium Kick.
Or
Nice tech.
you just make the excuse. He's saving it.
Of course, he's always saving it. Well, the issue, a lot of players don't understand just how long you have to confirm that. Lance, who we both know, one of the top Chuns in the country, he was explaining to me there's actually a certain number of frames where you can confirm it early. Then there's a dead space, and then there's 3 or 4 more frames on the end of that. And when you get hit by a top Chun and they confirm it so late, it's essentially past the window of like a normal confirm. So it's more of like a Link almost.
Yeah. And it's not like, Lance and Ahmed and all these guys that do these things are, superhuman. They work at it. They practice it.
You have to. You go to training mode, you put the character on random block, and you do crouch medium kick, and you only link into super.
You got to do it.
You got to confirm off of hit. Now that was nice. I always just assume it's never confirmed. I have no respect for 10 players.
Oh, come on,
See, these are big moments.
hit the. Oh, that's 2. Super
Now
that.
you super that too, yeah. And that was nice. So interesting.
like,
The head
3.
stomp, you still have an. Okay, that's good, but it scales poorly because the fireball hit doesn't matter. He gets the follow up. Nice. Get him with the taunt.
The back fierce. You just feel more comfortable doing that one.
For sure. So back fierce fireball into super. When I first started playing Chun, I was like, I could just do that for free. But when you play good players, they red parry the fireball. It's an easy confirm, but there's the risk of the red parry on the fireball. In that case, to see how the fireball hit, that scales the damage, and that super actually would have done more damage if the fireball whiffed. And that would require a faster confirm. Matcherino, boys, come on, $29. Let's get that up to 34. Let's get that to 38. Can I see $31? 31. I'm looking for 33.
And I know tournament you want to play to win, but you still have to attempt the optimal stuff. So it becomes a second nature.
Well, for Chun-Li, crouch medium kick super, I wouldn't describe it as optimal. It's just it's essential.
It's essential.
Like you can't play the character if you're
without
not
that.
hitting that at least 70, 80, and 90%.
Right now they both know. So
We got Ken and Black in the chat. Isaac would have won this 69 times. You goot this. You goot this.
Ooh, nice throw. And there's things Chun isn't doing. I don't think I've seen one wake up E at spinning bird. Ken is just like, I respect nothing.
Let's see. Kantaka Kina. Damage boost. Still has the damage boost active.
Did he just throw out a random DP? Just trying
Well, Deshkin's really cool with that, and then Nuki said he was catching those early DPs to jump outs. Oh, he misses
He
it.
got the confirm.
So that's a high jump, super jump cancel, roundhouse. Now this is going
Another one?
to be close, not going to kill.
Hey!
You know, so that is actually pretty high level. So in order to do that, you have to reset. The lightning leg, it has its own built-in meter, similar like charge partitioning meter. So you actually have to reset it in order to pull that off. You have to, while the super is in animation, you have to actually hit kick 5 times, I believe. Then you jump in the air, and then you hit kick 4 times, and then as you come over, you hit it 1 more time, and it'll come out for the lightning legs. It's a lightning leg buffer.
We actually saw his confidence grow. Once, Knox versus Creaky coming up. But when you see stuff like that, it means the players
This is
like
a good matchup, Knox versus Creaky.
Knox.
is another one of the Jersey boys, sort of the Bubbles, Keychain. You got Zork. Those are kind of the big 3 Jersey boys.
You know, not just,
And we have Knox.
he just needs to settle down when he starts rolling, and it'll come.
So Knox is a Makoto player, and one of the essential aspects of Makoto SA1 is being able to confirm Hayate into SA1. So this is something that Knox...
Or Link.
Yeah. So everybody has yelled at him. We have screamed at him. First of all, he shakes the cab when he gets mad and loses, and that's something that I've attempted to physically beat out of him with a baseball bat.
You got to be like Kung Fu Panda 2. Inner peace.
Yes.
But still get height. It's a balance.
It's a balance.
It's a balance.
But if Knox can hit his SA1 links off of Hayate, I think he can win this.
Yeah.
Now, how is this matchup? I believe it's heavily in Makoto's favor.
Oh yeah,
It's a brutal match.
It's a brutal matchup. But as you can see here, Alex can do things.
Now, Creaky was someone we were both talking about. Improved tremendously. Good fundamental fighting game player. Plays a lot of games. I think Mortal Kombat maybe his main game. But one of the top New York up-and-coming players for sure. Knox can stay emotionally calm and confirmed. I would have let it rip there. I would have ended it.
So there was a moment earlier in the round.
Oh!
See the power. He
So
resets the neutral. I don't
Oh!
like. Oh, he got him though.
2-hitter quitter?
I don't know what
3?
I'm talking about. Let them
hits.
Piper
No, he didn't get
bombs
the combo.
rip.
Air strike. Now.
Because it's working. Ooh!
There we go. He got it.
Oh my God.
He got it. Okay, cool. So this is nice. Burns it early. Going to build enough to potentially get it into the early part of round 3 if necessary here.
You know somebody's angry when they start the match with that.
Nothing there. So you got to block. One of the things Makoto players really struggle with is blocking.
They're thinking of getting it.
She's really challenging to move with. Nice. This is going to be
What a great
close.
punch.
Let's see. There's the mix-up overhead. I know. I mean, come on. Everybody knows Alex is going to do the overhead there. You got to parry it. You got to do the Karaksa. Parry Karaksa.
Got to do. Why did he? What he jumped out?
So
to
Knox
do
in the
what?
last 5 sequences didn't block 1 time.
He doesn't block.
He doesn't block. And you can get really good. Like Ahmed doesn't block.
Yeah.
You can get to a certain level.
And Ahmed will live with the results. He's
Fine.
like, that's my
and
stuff.
he's,
Yeah.
and by not blocking for 15 years, he's gotten pretty good at parrying. But Knox, like early on in your third strike life, you got to fall in love with holding down back.
You just gave me an idea for a show called Don't Block.
Don't block.
I love how that's. Imagine that
That'll
on a
probably
hoodie.
be the most
Don't
popular
block.
show in the community. Everyone's like, finally, someone's speaking my language.
Don't
So there's
block.
another example of the block stun. Block stun there. That's why the command grab whip. Knox. The first game was won by Creaky Axe.
Yeah,
right?
Creaky. Oh, I like that. See? Keep him. I just hate the pushback.
Oh. Nice. Oh. Stun bars are rising. Interesting. Wow. It's a weird super to punish. So there's a lot of pushback, but then it actually comes in the final hit. Can oftentimes try to hit you as you're trying to jump out or try to interact.
But I like he actually went for the empty jump shooter. I'm not the only scrub doing that. Okay.
Well, I feel like Alex, you gotta sometimes just go crazy. Sweeper. Okay.
Knox.
DX overhead.
Oh, go again.
Roshi, as the kids are calling it.
He's rolling. He's rolling. Oh.
2 hits, nothing. All right, let's see. Oh, air to air.
Creaky's poke game has really improved. Even though he lost that round, he's using full
He's also
extension
really
on all
good with
the
command
pokes.
grabs.
Oh. Makoto holding that ground. Stand your ground.
Oh, punish on the other side. 1,
Hey,
2, loses the corner, but gets good damage. No punish on that whip triangle.
Hey,
1,
oh.
2, 3. Oh, here we go. Oh, oh, good jump by Knox. Oh, good jump away. Beautiful. Oh,
Nice
goodness
punish.
gracious.
Oh!
I mean, everybody. So that's
Saw
the
that coming,
Xbox
yeah.
Live right there.
Yeah,
Every
there
time any online Alex grabs you with that, they always come in with the EX
You
rush.
know the rush is coming.
And it's funny because I've played you for so long. I don't expect you to ever do that. And then when you do it, it always lands.
There's always
But it can't be number one. It can't be your
It can't be
go-to.
a number
It's
one.
too obvious.
Sometimes you gotta throw it in there. He's like, nah, he ain't gonna do it. Yes, I is.
All right, we got 1-to-1 Knox and Creaky Axe.
And you know, Makoto really has the buttons to keep Alex out.
Yes, it's very challenging to get in on Makoto, similar to like Tominaga RB. Like he just wasn't able to kind of get through
Get
the
it?
wall. The buttons have stand medium punch, crouch medium kick, crouch light kick is a very good move for keeping people out. Now that's one of the cheapest kick throw setups in the game. Tries to follow a jump out, but
I like that shit. And you know, like even that right there.
I would have just worked on Hayate. All right.
See, you would have at least attempted to red parry the second hit of the DX elbow.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those moves. There's a chunk of moves in this game that are considered to be relatively safe red parries. That one, of course, if you get it wrong, you get knocked down.
Yeah.
But like, you know, for certain characters, Goki's high kick Tatsu, a lot
It
of
should
the
be in
overhead
your mind
moves-
to
it should
red
be
parry
in your mind. A lot of the moves in this game, they're two-hit overheads, like back medium kick with Ken or forward medium punch with Goki or Ryu. With Urian's axe kick. Like, look to get comfortable with at least attempting the red parry on those. Well, that's a move that you'll see. I'll try to red parry that a lot.
And Jay just said something in the chat there too. I don't think I've seen one. Whoos! You sent him to the 8th floor with this.
Yeah. And he confirmed it into super for the win, and that's
For the
something
win.
that we've
You
really
gotta
tried
do
to drill into his head.
But you need those carrot throws with Alex. Like there's just certain
it's
things you have
required.
to have the carrot throw.
Like, what else could you possibly focus on early on with Alex besides card throw? It's everything.
It's everything. You need that carrot throw.
You need to be a gorilla or want people to.
Oh, did he not confirm it? Keychain, was it a 5-hit?
Oh,
It didn't combo. I love it. Amazing. I'm barely watching. You know, I'm not here to commentate the matches. I'm here to just talk shit.
Maturino's still at 29.
29.
Come
Yo,
on,
I
people.
yelled at you kids. Look at these kids out there. I don't want to take my mom's credit card.
Get it up,
I don't want to
people.
get grounded.
These new guys came out here to entertain.
Come on. I know you all got your OnlyFans accounts. Dip in. Goes right to PayPal. I got my OnlyFans account. That's all these kids these days make their money. They show their buttholes on the internet. You made money. Give it to us. That's what I'm saying. Give us your money. These guys came out. It's $10 to get in here.
Everybody
You telling
can
me
get
the winner
paid.
of this tournament's not going to make his entry to the event back?
Come on, man.
Is that the state of this scene right now?
Come on, people. OnlyFans and Maturino.
That's
Say it with-
basically kept my food on my family's table.
Okay, so we have Weatherman.
Lambda versus Weatherman. So we have a Ryu, no, with a Ken and a Remy. Now Weatherman's a player I've expressly told to quit Remy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You got 17 years to get good at this character? You want to win? Play Urian. I'll teach you. You got the charge partitions.
Winning with Remy is extremely satisfying.
Of course.
You automatically think you're smarter
It's
than the
satisfying
other
because
guy.
it happens once every 6 months that you win a game.
Now, Ken, as long as he doesn't let Remy dictate, this will be easy peasy. Get in there, kid.
It's a tough matchup here for our dear friend Remy. And I've played both of these guys extensively. I think both strong up-and-coming players, but at this level, playing Ken is just going to help you. It doesn't take as much effort to win a matchup like this with Ken.
So I like his approach. I don't like letting him out the corner, though, but it's all right. Let's go.
It's something you'll see regularly with the newer players. They have sort of a misunderstanding about the importance of screen positioning. It's essential to get the corner and keep the corner. It's how you win in fighting games, 2D fighting games.
And it's funny, you know, we're saying this not from a place of thinking we're geniuses. We were here.
I'm
doing
still
those
here.
doing those same things. I remember having to really drill in myself, stop letting people out of the corner.
Yeah.
and then it becomes
And,
automatic.
you know, keeping the corner doesn't always mean pressuring heavily.
Exactly.
It means, you know, there's this concept of sort of gatekeeping or goaltending, keeping under the clock, slightly ahead of the clock. It works differently with each character, but, you know, oftentimes you want to give your opponent the ability to attempt to escape, shut it down, and then pressure.
Yep.
Because if you stick on them like glue, they can oftentimes just reversal or wake up guest parry or wake up mash throw. So sometimes it's valuable to actually give them space.
So like even right there, he blocked Ken's super, and he punished with crouching middle punch, flash kick. He should have threw Ken back in the corner.
Yeah, at some point, especially with big comebacks, damage is not as important as spacing. It's a lot easier
Positioning.
to take 70% damage when you have corner control than it is when you have the mid-screen off of a knockdown. And I don't think you can pressure well off the flash kick anyway. So.
You give Ken a chance to, you know.
$52, we're moving.
We moving, baby.
Somebody came in big.
All right.
Wow, incredible.
I don't know.
Well, the
Becky
commentators, I
Big
believe
Tits isn't
commentators
getting
are given the
her
first
OnlyFans.
100. Isn't that how that works? Commentators are given the first 100 and then the rest goes to the tournament?
It better be.
Oh, Weatherman's actually playing out. Oh, this is incredible. I'm so thrilled. Weatherman. This is the moment. He's like, you know what? Maybe Dan was right. Maybe I should never play Remy. So this is, unfortunately, okay, nice punish. Here we go.
You know a guy who calls himself Weatherman? That's a shit talker if I ever seen.
It's a good name.
Tonight's forecast?
It's the Lambda Complex. Fight Kid player. I've seen him on there a lot. Empty jump. Parry. UOH nothing. Okay. Oh, see, that's where Fierce Sphere comes in.
Yep.
Medium Sphere is pretty slow. Doesn't have a great angle. Fierce Sphere is parry, 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 parry. So it's 3 parries when you get the situation.
See, I like how we.
The back throw was a smart move because he didn't really have much meter. He just corner control. He's lost the corner. And that should have been a back throw as well.
And little things like that don't get.
And they add up because, like, if you look at the health left, that's a back throw. He had Aegis. That's a one Aegis mix-up. That round was his taking, but throw distance, throw position, screen position, all that stuff is super important.
You know, a character like Ken, who can confirm.
Another example right
Yeah.
there. So threw him back into mid screen.
You know that's the beauty of this game. Well, all fighting games really. When you're in that zone and you're just making the right decisions, that's when this game just gets so. Win or lose, you're like, you know what, I did the right thing.
And when you get to a certain level, the right thing is often not the choice that you should make because your opponent knows the right thing and is going to parry it. So it's like, once you get past the intermediate level, the game really opens up because I've played you a million times. So like you might know the right thing, but I know that you know the right thing,
so.
and I'm waiting for it. So you do the wrong thing, and it works. It's a bummer.
Do you find this matchup frustrating?
I do. I don't particularly care for it. I find it to be very challenging. I think it's a byproduct of being in New York and having Frankie and dealing with that.
But do you have fun playing?
I don't have fun playing this game ever. I've told you, we've had this argument. This is not a thing. You do for fun. You play for fun. You have a great time. You love the art, the music, the stages. I like the feeling of crushing a man to dust. And if I don't win, and I don't win against a lot of good Kens, I don't have fun, Matt. I've seen you smile. You lose.
I love it.
You have a great time.
At my office, we do the way we interview people is they'll come in and interview with me and 4 other people. When they walk into my office, I have Third Strike set up.
It's amazing.
I'm like, guys, have a little match before we get started here.
It's so funny.
It puts people at ease, I fucking
great.
love this game.
When I first got my CPS 3 board, once I explained to my fiance now, I'm getting married in August.
Oh, she's coming, bitch.
She's coming.
She's coming.
I showed her. I said, "This is the most expensive thing we own. This is the CPS 3 board." She goes, "Really? This is how much money was this?" I said, "You're never gonna know.
This
I'm
is our
never
child."
gonna-" Exactly. This is an investment, sweetheart.
My precious.
I was like, it's the most expensive thing we own. You've got to learn how to at least try to play. So her and her sister were over. My fiance picked Necro. Her sister picked Chun-Li. And the rest was history. Matchups are matchups, whether it's your first day or you've been playing for 20 years. Oh, we got an Alex Mirror.
Creaky versus
Kumiko, also known as Tanya, is an Alex. This was the yellow Alex that we dealt with earlier.
And Tanya. I don't think I've had the pleasure. First time I'm seeing another Alex.
Yes, Tanya's been coming out. I believe she moved to New York, I don't know, probably 3 months ago, but has come out fairly regularly. And then Creaky is sort of the old staple of the up-and-coming Alex.
You play Alex, your family to me.
Yeah, you've got 3 of them here tonight, maybe 4. Well, 4 with you.
This mirror is the most annoying.
Oh, it's
God,
awful.
so cheap.
It's just dumb. back throw.
So what I'm not seeing are the anti-airs.
You'll see it from Creaky. I've worked with Creaky a lot on using Alex stand medium punch, canceling it into, you know, EXP, layering it.
And I played Kumiko a few times. You can't be too defensive.
Yeah, I mean, Alex, you're going to have to be aggressive.
Yeah, you got to. And I'm not seeing carrot throws from either one of them, so that's something else to discuss.
Well, Creaky struggled with the carrot throw in his previous plays in Losers. But he's got a good understanding of command grab, but you know, if Kumiko's going to miss the tech rolls, then it's going to be stun and kill. And I would jump over and do the reverse power bomb, because that's the type of guy I am. The German suplex.
But he's getting all of his character from block stun, which is created by not being anti-air.
Yes, this is true.
So
and that's probably coming as the result of maybe attempting to parry.
And I hear mutant in my head all the time. Do not block jump-ins, people. I don't know if
challenge
people
them.
disagree with me. Evade, parry, do not block.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Or anti-air.
An anti-air, yeah. And Alex has not the best anti-air, but he has options.
But he has options.
A lot of his anti-airs are sort of one hit. You have back medium punch, the sort of chop move, right? You have normal medium punch, the elbow, which cancels into EX knee. And then you have like forward heavy punch. And then what I like for Alex as an anti-air is jump back medium kick or jump back roundhouse or air to air, jump at them like that right there.
Like that.
So like that's a good example of an anti-air. But mobility is a super important thing to understand when it comes to anti-air.
See,
you shouldn't be getting jumped in on that.
Shouldn't be getting jumped in. And that, I think, like how we're talking here, we'll talk to them after this. Be like, hey, you know, anti-air those things.
No punish. So this is an example of the red parry being used.
Yeah.
Yep.
All these things that people see on the stream, like, oh my God, did you see that red parry? No, it's literally the basics at a certain level.
It's not that challenging. I mean, you're going to miss it, but it's better to at least learn where you should red parry and then miss it until you get it, rather than just never having an understanding at all. A lot of people they think of red parry as, oh, that's what the crazy Japanese pros do. It's like, no, there's spots where you can use it.
And the more you talk about this game, you realize all the little things. Like, you have to be comfortable with walking and blocking.
Yeah.
The Alex walk down is so intimidating.
It's very scary. Because of the power of his dash, too. Yep. So, like, if you lull your opponent into a false sense of security by walking everywhere, your dashes become much more potent. So Alex and Yuri both have moves like that move right there, the EX elbow. So, like, if you're nice. So that's one of my favorite tick grabs. Stand jab. Unfortunately, you know, it's parryable high or low with jab, so it's slightly risky. But if you get the jab on block, you set up really good tick throws. But yeah, if you're walking and you're kind of plodding and moving, and then you explode with an EX elbow or a dash, it's much better than if you're always exploding. You want to kind of lull them into a false sense of security. I understand this guy's pacing, and then EX rush.
Wake up, super.
You win.
So Creaky 2-0 over Kumiko.
And that's expected, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Creaky is more experienced. Tanya's new to the city.
It's
the way it goes, man.
And we have watched Creaky just improve.
Absolutely.
Over time. He's much stronger than he used to be.
And Creaky listens. I have a particular way of telling people to do things. I say, what are you, fucking retarded? I mean, how stupid are you? Do it. So people don't always get, they don't take my advice the first time, but they get sick of me yelling at them.
And I think it's something to do specifically with Alex. People just think he has to be played a certain way.
I would say Alex players are fairly hard-headed.
Yes. Alex was literally created, in my opinion, to make you take advantage of the system. Because as a character, he's ass.
Yeah, you need to be the conditioner. You've got to get good at the mind games if you want to be good with Alex. KG coming back in. Who's going to have the misfortune of dealing with KG's baby Cooney?
I was watching YSB versus Mester.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, he's going with SA3. I know he's the SA3 guy. And I'm like,
YSB, yeah, that matchup, I think Gigas is stronger.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, okay, you should be going with Gigas.
Yeah, we got 50 cents.
We got 50 cents.
No, somebody did the sponsor quest.
Let's go, babe.
There's one of the sponsor quests is you give your mom's social security number and you get 75 cents. Text it to me, and I'll put 75 cents in myself.
We in there. Oh, I love watching this man plug in the joystick. It's like when they boot into the Matrix.
Oh, we got You got the joysticks, man?
Yeah.
Oh, what? He's back. He's back.
He's
Okay.
jacked in, baby.
So now we got Shinebucks, another Alex. Tonight is
Alex.
the night of Alex's. Matcherino, 5250.
Are we? Is it possible we're making Alex uncool by spamming?
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. It used to be something.
Kind of
now
aware. It
everybody's
used to be
playing.
like, oh wow, this guy's an Alex player. Now, Shinebox made a series of videos on Alex.
Yeah.
I believe it was called 5G Alex.
Yeah.
Shinebox is hyper fixated on tech, which is bizarre because he's playing Alex. If you're into tech, maybe pick someone who has, I don't know, anything cool about him. Alex is, no one's like, oh my god, that Alex setup. It's like, no, you lose to Alex because you got outplayed.
You got outplayed. And please, guys, watch Japanese Alex matches. Kazuya, Genki, Sakurada, they all play in different.
T-Rock,
T-Rock, yep.
up-and-coming Alex.
There's some Alex players I didn't even know until I went there.
There's not too many
Agakeru.
overall, even. I mean, I've heard Genki was saying there's like less than 10 real Alex players in the whole world. Nice.
Ooh! Did he try to confirm
Now,
that?
you can't double shore Alex in the corner, so that's just a little bit of game knowledge that is lacking. But here we go. Nice stand roundhouse. Ooh, no
So what we're
punish
seeing
there.
from Shinebox here is that he's being tentative.
Yeah, he's kind of letting Ken just
Dictate
hit
man.
buttons. Okay,
So
back
Yeah.
throw. Ken can actually do a car back throw. Here's a big opportunity for a punish. Okay, bam, 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 bam.
boom.
So that Ken did not utilize the car back throw, but you can do it.
The Ken Alex matchup, it's tough for Alex.
So Ken's a character that doesn't need to red parry EX elbow because he can just super it on block.
Yep.
Same with Chun.
Your whole offense has to change once Ken
you
gets
can't.
meter.
Same with the Urian. I can't play Urian once he has super.
Super.
I have to play really bad, like pokey, hopefully get a parry or some sort of punish.
Maybe these Alex players are seeing something I'm not seeing. They love the neutral command grab.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's just it feels good.
It feels good.
Gives you a nice dopamine rush. Nice Shoryu.
Yo, my man is letting these DPs rip.
Oh, that was a confirm. So you can
that
see how late
was a confirm.
that was canceled, indicating that Shinebox visually confirmed. But you can
Yep.
also confirm off of your ears.
Yep.
The sound of a block is
Watching
different.
the points change.
Now watching the points is something that TMQ had a fantastic performance over the weekend.
Or you can buffer.
You can buffer, yeah.
Buffer with the fire.
Now let's see the punish. So he's going to spend the bar, yes. Gets the knockdown.
Hey.
Stun bars are rising. Jab would put him too far away, and that would not be a common tick setup. That's nearly stunned. We see the overhead. Nope. Sweet move. That's going to kill.
So there's two things. Like Dudley and Alex have this. The early jump in attack with Dudley's jump elbow with roundhouse.
Yeah.
And Alex's jump fierce. You can mix up the timings and get a confirmer there too. He didn't land one, but you can see
looking for
Shinebox
it.
going for those things.
Hugo also has
Hugo,
that kind
yep.
of capability with his Super 3.
Skeleton versus Randometer.
Ken as well.
Ken? Yeah.
Skeleton.
Urian can confirm into launcher if he lands a deep jump roundhouse.
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you land a deep jump roundhouse with you?
It's usually as like a punish. So
Punish?
like if you red
Okay.
parry like Ken Super, you nuke the jump.
Ah.
But occasionally people will whiff something a sweep, and you can tag her like W with a Connie Pon or something. You can get a deep jump into launcher, but
That's, you make an interesting point there. Like, that's not something you can teach, being engaged in the match. So your anti-airs are just always on point. You just got to stay engaged.
yeah, I mean, to be good at anti-air, you kind of have to understand the jumping and anti-air game entirely. So like the way that I see it is parry is effective at beating early jumps, because when you parry an early jump attack, the opponent is very high in the air, which allows you to kind of pick and choose effective, powerful damage options. So like if you parry a deep jump attack, they've already landed before any of your heavy, powerful moves can come out, so they can block. So like for a deep jump, ideally you would have stuffed it as it's being, because to do a deep jump roundhouse with any character, you have to be in the air for a long time, which indicates your opponent's ability to stuff you out of the air. So like if I do a deep jump roundhouse and you're playing a character with like a stand medium punch like Urian, you can beat that jump before it becomes active. So like that's kind of you get a sense of how does your opponent like to jump? Do they like to do early jump attacks, empty jump attacks, deep jump attacks? And then you pick an anti-air that beats their most popular form of jumping.
Yep.
And then as you play stronger players, like you or Frank, you have different layers. But we all have tendencies.
And if you notice, even high-level matches, you don't see jump-ins get parried.
No, because it's a really risky move.
It's a risk. They just don't do it.
So I don't know much about game mechanics, but I do know that parrying a jump-in attack is harder than parrying a grounded attack. So it's a tighter frame. There's less frames to get that parry. So the game wants to make it hard because they want the jumper to be at the advantage.
And as we're moving through the bracket, we're starting to see some things. I just saw Jump Roundhouse ran to DP. Man is thinking.
So Deft was a player who impressed us in his first match on stream. Wake up super.
He's spending the cash.
I mean, sometimes you got to do it. I mean, Ken has other moves instead of super to wake up with, but that's fine.
His confidence is. I don't need no meter.
That's the interesting thing about third strike anti-air is if you anti-air with a grounded normal button, it can be parried. So that's where the importance of layering your attacks are. Trying to have as many parries before they hit the ground as possible. Dudley's very good at that. Yun's pretty good at that. Ken's very good at that. Like, if Ken does stand medium punch to anti-air and it's parried, he has Shoryu, he has walk forward throw, he has short super. He's got 3 different versions of Shoryu. You know?
That's so much shit. Now, another mispunished opportunity. Ken, you can raw super those block DX elbows. Creaky Axe showing some shit now.
Just game knowledge, you know? Maybe he doesn't know that.
There is nothing sweeter than hitting standing
He can
medium
you
punch.
super that as well on
Yes.
block, right?
So missed opportunity. Oh, he could have forward pierced that.
Oh, now the block it. That's going to be medium punch. Or so I mean, sure. Why not?
Why not?
I mean, you have so much meter. Maybe you just do the biggest combo you can, which would be what? Stand medium punch, EX elbow.
Yeah, or if you wanted
into super, or is that more damage than
Yes.
E? Yeah.
Yeah. Or he could have done middle punch in the EX rush.
Yeah.
Push them in the corner.
Yeah.
But those things will come with when you start thinking about positioning.
And then the next layer up would have been him red parrying the second hit of the super, and then third parry and then neutral jumping for a jump in punch.
It's funny, like how people start in the game, they focus on. Maybe that stuff is just boring.
What's that?
You know, spacing, keeping guys.
I think not only is it a little bit less exciting than combos, it's
Yeah.
also harder to understand, and there's not as many resources. And it's also a skill that I think just comes with experience. Now,
Should have saved the meter.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just EX slash would have been good.
Yeah, with such a big life lead.
Yeah.
That's another thing newer players struggle with, is understanding that it's a 3-round match.
Yep.
You can't burn all your resources. If you have an 80% life lead, don't use meter.
Watch their meter, watch your meter.
And drag it out a little bit. Get a little bit more meter. If you're going to win the first round, trust yourself and try to make sure you have the most resources for the second and third round.
Creaky's
Nice
playing for the
meter.
gram. He just wants to hide.
Yeah, he wants the S. He wants the high grade. Okay.
Gotta finish those. So that's somebody who either went for wake up super or missed the wake up pass.
Wake up down parry, probably.
Super that baby.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just lack of not knowing.
I mean, it requires some game knowledge for sure. And as you get through this bracket, this is a test of game knowledge on some level. Now he's missed that 4 times.
Could have supered right there.
Could have supered off that jump medium kick. Can't super that.
No.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
He's coming.
Like, you know it's coming.
Ooh.
Okay, he gets it when it counts. He's going to need to mix him up here. There's some ambiguous.
He stopped the rodeo.
Setups, nothing. You know it's coming. You know it's coming.
I like the hezzy.
Super that! He knew it was coming. Super that now.
Super that! We got to tell him.
I want to get up and tell him after this round.
Yeah, you can super that.
I hope you win this round so I can. Okay, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him.
We got to tell him. Yeah, tell him.
Commentator support. He was just getting his pet.
My fly was down, but yeah, you saw that, right? Was that on camera? Was it on camera? That's fine. My big old zig.
No, I play Alex. I don't snitch.
I'm trying to help the community.
You're trying to Now, it'll be beautiful if we actually see him do it.
I hope he does. I hope he wins the match off it.
I get 10%.
He saw me coming up to the screen like, he's like, what the hell does this weird-looking old guy want? He's like, this ain't new blood. Why is this fly down? He's coming over to me.
For all you Ken players out there, crouching middle punch against Alex is
So good. It's
go.
good against everybody. Definitely get really good if you play Ken with crouch medium punch. Link. Oh.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Dr. Big Dong is what the kids are calling me now. Dr. Big Dong. DVD. That could have been the moment where you're blocked. Ooh!
That EX elbow, man, when that shit hits, it hurts.
You get the knockdown, you
looks
get
so
so much corner carry.
Oh,
Okay. Fewer, bigger punishes.
Should have been a better man. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a homing missile.
Nice block.
Good jump back roundhouse. Let's see a round 3 here. Come on. Let's see it. Okay.
Ooh.
Jump jab.
My man's in the zone. When you hit those, that's zone.
Okay, let's see. I think he's going to do this round. Oh, no,
He
that's
started with EX. All right.
raising
Can he
double.
stop the
It's a bad
rodeo?
spot to be in.
Oh, did you see the counter?
It's a bad spot.
All right, he's in the rodeo. Get out the rodeo.
Double.
Oh, creaky.
Okay, interesting. Let's
Interesting
see.
decision.
I mean, he's taking the advice from earlier in the
Yeah.
game. He's got the corner control now. He can make this comeback. He's got a lot of
Creaky's not going to do a raw EX elbow.
Better not. He's going to get super.
He's not.
Just toss his
Okay.
Oh, no, not Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku.
He could have supered
He
there.
did a round. Oh, the Ume Shoryu.
But, you know, we saw some evolution
I saw it. I felt it.
in the space of 2 minutes.
I like the corner positioning. He wasn't overextending. He needed to make the big comeback. He wanted to kind of bait something out and
He
punish.
learned Kaioken in about a minute. I like it.
Apollo versus Shinebox.
Interesting.
Shine box.
We've got my good friend Juna in the
Versus
chat.
Apollo.
Matt, do you know Juna?
Yes, I know Judah.
Juna's a lovely
What's
guy.
up, Juna?
One of the nicest guys in the third strike community. He let me stay at his place in Maryland. He's got 2 Blast Cities in his basement.
Oh, Junah's who I want to be when I grow up.
His basement was so sick. Dude, 2 Blast Cities, perfect condition.
Ready. Go.
Oh,
Shine backs. Don't
Jay-
get boxed in, Apollo.
Bangs literally just won the chat. They are heading to the next level. I love a good pun.
Shine box. Big stun here. Oh. See if Shine box can block a little bit.
And all the things you've been talking about. This is where it comes to play, especially in this matchup. Do not let Akuma get away with anything.
No, you gotta make him hurt. Every mistake he makes, you gotta take 60% of his life.
Stand up and block those tattoos.
And a lot of American Gokis, they play as if they have Hugo's health, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
Play crazy. It's like, you know you just melt, right?
And you got lucky there. He had the NIA. He should have done EX knee. But
Oh, so that's
Okay.
a punish. You can punish that better than that with something. All right, short super. Let's see. Now see, he's cornered himself.
yes,
The man has cornered himself.
nice
And
NIA.
to be cornered against Alex is not a good spot. Okay, now he's gotten a nice back throw.
Don't go for the power bomb.
Himself. We see now that's a wake up parry, but he goes into stand me. So if you're gonna wake up parry, that's short. You gotta have the punish locked in your hands.
And I know it's overused, but that's just presence of mind.
Oh, not enough.
Oh, you have to.
It's not gonna hit.
And we knew that EX rush was coming, but good stuff. Good stuff.
Game 1 for Shine Backs. We got to 53.65. That Matcherino is growing.
Throw that Matcherino feet.
$53 in New York City. That'll get you a ham sandwich and a Red Bull. Come on, let's get some real money in here. We're in New York.
Support these new players. It's intimidating. You come down to their basement, you see Dr. Steelhammer with like a 38 win streak there. Like,
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
why not?
I'm going home. Why am I here?
Yeah, you did. Go home, get on Fightcade, make an alt. We in the basement.
You wanted to come outside. Nice.
You ready for the streets?
Let's see what he does here. Ooh, that was a Kara
Stun,
command
he's
throw.
rising. Now I don't know. He just did it again. So he did jab, jab, call, commando. That was sick. So he did that earlier, and I poo-pooed it, and I said, you can't make the range from there. I didn't realize he was using glitches.
Yeah. You know, I think they're doing this to tell me to shut the hell up. But like, Matt, the power bomb is shit.
They love the power
They
bomb
love it.
tonight. At least we're not seeing, oh, here come the stomps. This is a man from Fightcade. The stomp mix-up. One of my favorites.
Katie said we gotta put Fight Kate on the cabs.
No, these are Fightcade perfect cabs. These cabs, they got run ahead 6 on them.
Actually, I want to see Akuma fight back a little bit.
Okay, now, okay.
Jump
hit by
out.
it. Oh, interesting. Okay, you know, it's better than taking the risk. He's never going to get hit by it.
Nice.
Oh, that was a high jump cancel flash. So
Yes,
that was
it was.
super jump cancel. There's a property in this game if you super jump and then cancel into a move. The super jump makes you throw invulnerable.
Yes.
That was really, really sick.
That was sick. Okay,
I'm
Shine
going to
Box.
ask Shinebox that. Yo, Shinebox, that was super jump cancel, right? Yeah, he gives me the thumbs up. Super jump cancel, heavy slash. You should add that.
I don't have the dexterity for those things.
Okay, I agree.
Like, I mean,
I don't either. I don't really fully understand how he does it. I guess he empty jumps and then he does super jump, cancels it into flash, which allows it to beat a mashed grab.
Shineback is definitely on a mission to do things with Alex to make them, what's the word, the standard?
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Like that I can't do.
It's a pretty cool. He hit me with it once, and I remembered it.
Maybe it's something good to have in the pocket.
It's a pretty nice gimmick.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've heard, Hugo players use it a lot with clap, super jump cancel claps.
Really?
Yeah, I think because it makes them throw invulnerable.
Still learning about this game. Judah said he's cheating.
So that was a match of glitches versus glitches. We got Kara throws and super jump cancels. Yeah, I think we should ban all glitches. Here's a character that has a nice glitch.
Yep.
Q's throw glitch. You know, if you try to throw Q and he ducks, he actually is not considered throwable. So that was something that TM was using.
Playing Q.
A white guy playing Q, and he's playing on a keyboard.
Keyboard. What is the world coming to?
Skeleton is the man's name.
There is something so debonair about this man playing the keyboard. Like, look how
He's actually pretty good. I played him about 5 months ago, and I was, like, this guy's on a keyboard, and then I was like, if he's on a keyboard, he's probably pretty good. He's pretty good. Like, if he's willing to come out here and publicly play on a keyboard, he's got confidence.
Yo, in the chat, do you see this guy's posture? He looks like he can teach, what are those classes they give the girls back
Look at that.
in old England?
Yeah, he's got a yardstick up his ass. That guy's looking good. I have the worst posture. I have the posture of Mr. Burns.
He's got that stiff upper lip.
I look like a rotting banana when I sit down and play that.
We are living in the future.
Short, nothing.
Soon they're just going to plug the calves into our brains.
Almas looking for the crouch medium punch into super art 3. Now this is going to kill. Ooh. But you know he's got no meter for round 3.
Send them to the 8th
And look
floor.
how much meter our dear friend Kenneth Masterson has.
Now,
Kenneth Masters. Stand jab anti-air, nice.
Oh, what a Kara.
Gets the
Oh,
taunt, very nice.
flexes on him.
Increases his health. Stand jab anti-air,
Nice,
very
that
nice.
end. See, like, he's engaged.
It's a hard matchup for a Q. Gets a taunt, nice. Gets punished. Probably still won that trade in terms of health, but now his health is melting.
I love how he's reacting to these jump kicks. He can stand jab, he's dashing under it.
Oh,
I like the attempt.
you gotta at some point you gotta get your command grab in. You can't really win with Q without. That
Ooh,
was sick.
that full extension.
Oh, double. So
Ooh.
okay, so Q you can do it without a Kara. No need.
Ooh.
Now that should have been.
It should have been a better punish, yeah. But I like it. I like it.
I mean, I guess the idea is you do medium shoryu because it's 2 hits. Cover the parry. This is the skeleton that's good at melty. I don't know how many skeletons there are. We all have a skeleton within inside us. Isn't that kind of weird, man? You have a skeleton inside your skin. Does that creep you out enough?
It does now. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here. You could be watching the Olympics right now.
Yeah, you could also.
I was watching water
You could
polo
also
this
be
morning.
donating
Gotta
to
be.
the Macarena. That would
Yeah,
be
that'd be
something.
nice.
53.65.
Let's go, people. Get it up.
53.68. Can anyone get 3 pennies?
Please.
These guys came out here, blood, sweat, and tears, double shoryu. Very nice.
I like it.
No need for the Kara, so I can even do it. Back throw. Now, interesting, the dashing with Q in that spot. Not wise. Nice.
How is he doing this on? Is he partitioning on a
You know,
keyboard?
keyboard's cheating. Keyboard, there's no, you go to neutral without any
Yeah, true.
movement. It's just totally cheating. Okay, very good.
Nice blocks by Ken.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Is he? The keyboard warriors for real.
Oh, nope. Oh, man, that shorty was such a bullshit. Trying to corner throw. You see him doing that slide?
That soft shoe.
He's in and out. This Q's got to get a command grab somewhere. I feel like he's just, you can't just out poke Ken. Big punish. No, he missed it.
He missed it.
Nice backdash.
I like the ideas though.
Okay, you're just going to have to get something big going. He's playing Super 2, so he's not out of this. Wake up Super.
No taunts. This is tough.
Oh, he got it.
That's some mutant XP stuff, yeah.
That's definitely a gimmick.
That's that launch.
But he's got no health. I mean, he's got no meter here. No taunts.
That's that spaceman.
Oh, he's just getting poked up. Back throw, okay. Sure you.
Star Trek.
Sure you. Okay, see you get a taunt in. A little slow on that taunt. I think you can do it a little faster than that. Good blocks. Oh no, he's whipping a lot of grab. That's another thing a lot of new players struggle with is whiffing throws. Higher level players will make you whiff your throw, and there's a big animation while you're recovering, and you're very vulnerable. So be mindful of the need to learn how to crouch tech. Oh no, he didn't get the combo. Super. You just got to bummer.
That's that anger. He was so mad about getting hit with that super pre-wave.
So 3 or 4 times he landed a jump roundhouse and did not combo.
Yeah.
Those types of things as a cue, you have
Presence
to
of
get your
mind.
jump roundhouse, stand medium kick into dash punch combos, jump fierce into medium kick dash punch. You got to get those things down.
Confirming.
But he's on a keyboard, so you know he's doing the best he can.
How do you super on a keyboard?
Lambda versus Bunch.
Lambda versus Bunch. We got a
versus
Ken and a Chun. Lambda. Isn't the new COVID variant called the Lambda variant?
It is?
There's Delta, which I'm sure Delta
I
Airlines.
thought all we had was Delta.
I heard there's a new one. There's a fresh one, man. You didn't see the new
Christ.
mixtape?
The new mixed.
Yo, it's fire. Coming out of Texas.
I bought the variant album. Mine only came in one track. I thought it was Delta.
No, you got to get the fresh shit. You got to get the update.
I need the update. Oh, man.
No, it's the 2.0.
Oh, the pandemic mix.
Is it? Katie, it's Lambda's birthday.
Ah,
For his birthday, he's got Bunch Chun-Li.
what a present. It's like getting a clip-on tie.
Now, Lambda has, I don't know, left the building. Here we go. He's coming back now.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3.
Where's Bunch? Bunch go back to Massachusetts? No, he's here. Okay, here we go.
Lambda's
Bunch has got his water. He's staying hydrated.
Lambda's
Make sure you
throw
spill
is
it.
immaculate.
With that much water, spill it on the cab if you
Spill it.
lose. That's what I like to do. Is if I lost this tournament right now, I just spill water all over the cab.
Salt.
No one plays.
It's good to be back out. I haven't touched the cab. in so
Oh, it's
long.
Randomator's birthday too? Yeah, Randomator is in the house. He should be coming up. I think he lost his, or he won his first game.
Here we go. The eternal third strike match.
Yes.
Thanks,
El
Daigo.
Clasico. All right.
Whoa!
Soryu, Lambda versus Sakara. Parry throw. Goes for the guard crush. Okay. Back fierce nothing.
So Lambda has definitely chosen violence tonight. He's,
Yeah, I mean,
he's
there's-
letting that shit rip.
There's something to be said about
Oh!
Russian Chun down before she gets bar, but you know she's got bar now, so let's chill a little bit. Look at that.
Look at that.
Reactions. You can see things offline.
Pain in bunches.
We got Donka in the house. Donka's running his stream.
Donka.
So first, donate all your money to the Matcherino, and then secondly, check out Donka's Twitch.
It's amazing.
It's super fun. I went down there a couple weeks ago to the dojo.
I'm extremely jealous.
You got to go.
Yeah, I
you
have
got to
to go
beat
out there.
Lambda and Delta and get down there before the world ends again. But Donka's doing what I want to be doing in the next couple months is he's got a cab set up in his place. He's streaming. I think it would be great if we had little pockets all over the country. I'll be New Jersey. He's down there in I think he's in Virginia, Maryland. I forget exactly. I was in Virginia and Maryland all weekend. I forget where I was. I think he's in Virginia.
Shout out to
No,
Dank.
he's Maryland. I don't know. Who cares? They're all the same.
Absolute shout out to Dank. Such a humble guy, but my opinion, the greatest third strike commentator in the States, and 2, he does work at Co-op Cup.
He does.
Now, people don't know this about this
One of my
man.
favorite things.
He does work.
Watching, I know these things.
Yeah,
Watching
no,
Donkey Co-op, he would sit on Sean on
Yup.
the character select screen, and I was like, this dude is just trolling the world. He would sit there like Kuroda sits on character select all the way down to the end. He would sit there on Sean, and then he'd switch to Makoto.
Does work.
Yeah, he had a great run last year.
Ooh.
Oh, no punish. Oh, he tried to
Ooh,
red
did he try to red parry?
It's just unnecessary with Chun. You have multiple options.
But he's trying. Oh,
Oh, nice job with the
Nice.
cross-up parry, but no punish through too early. Short, crouch medium kick. All right, 2-hitter quitter.
gotta. I don't even know if it's right to say. Should we be saying you gotta confirm those crouching medium kicks?
Yeah, you should. I mean,
Oh!
yeah. If you decide to be a
Pick
Chun-Li
Ken.
player,
Yeah,
you got to learn that. You got to get it in your bones. There's no other way.
gotcha.
They've got a little life in the building after that. People are pulling for our young friend here, Mr. Lambda.
You know, when you make the choice to play Chun, you're choosing to be hated.
100%.
You know,
It was like over the weekend, Shirokiru won against Tominaga, and he won
That
against
was-
Sho. Yo, dominating. Dominating. But you go back and watch the Twitch archives, it's just people complaining about Chun. And Shirokiru is incredibly strong,
Super strong.
unbelievable
Yeah.
talent. And everyone's like, Chun, it's Chun.
but his strength plus the character, it's
But then you watch TMQ or Piro Remy, and everyone's like, yo, this
Those
guy's
are good.
godlike. It's like, yeah, they're all incredibly strong. You can't just completely throw away a man because he picks Chun-Li, but you can do it a little.
you could.
I don't really care. Also, if
nice.
you're a Chun player, you got to be a heel. You got to lean into it. You can't be like, oh, why does everyone hate me? Come on, guys, I'm cool and friendly.
Listen,
It's
the
like,
world
no.
needs bad guys.
Yes.
Like, they're part of the story.
It's like wrestling, you know? You were a fan of
We're
wrestling,
just
right?
big-
Faces and heels.
Big
If
heel,
everyone's the popular guy, who cares? Chun, you got to lean into it. Yes, I'm an asshole.
Chun-Li is the sensational Sherry of fighting games.
I love it. We need the Iron Sheik sometimes. Every Hulk Hogan needs an Iron Sheik.
Oh,
No, it wasn't really confirmed. He just did. I'm not gonna. I can sell.
you,
it. I can see.
you're
the
not going to
difference.
accept that?
No, this is New Blood. Okay. Okay.
Harry, proper
There's a
punish.
certain range against Chun-Li where the only move that will reach is her forward fierce, and it's safe to buffer high parries in those spots. Okay, so an anti-air with stand medium punch, a little unconventional, but it works. Okay,
Bunch playing
Chun's got meter now. She's one hit away from winning.
really confident right now. He's looking for something.
Now this is DED range.
Oh,
so
he got it.
Did he go for it?
Got
I don't
it.
know. It looked like it was a
looked
little
like
too close. But that's the DED, which the idea is that you can do a crouch medium kick or a crouch medium punch, and if you have a certain amount of meter, around maybe 90%, it will get to 100% and turn into a super. If it hits, it will not if it's blocked, because you get less meter on block. So if you want to play Ken, you got to get comfortable with your meter management, especially before you have one full off. Looking to DED.
Oh, did he try to super that?
Oh, you should have done the Nuki where he parries one and supers in the second. Lambda cleaning up house, sending Bunch back to Massachusetts.
I think Bunch was just being
Give it up for Lambda and Bunch.
too tentative right there. It seemed like he only had the one confirm in his arsenal, but he had so much more he could do. He didn't do any wake-up bird kick.
Well, like-
no carrot throws.
No
You gotta
character.
establish
it's
the
the
character.
theme of the night.
Yeah.
You guys know there's glitches in this game that make your throws longer. Maybe your character doesn't have one. Like Urian does, but it's very, very minimal, his forward medium punch. But like you play Alex, if you play Chun, if you play Remy, if you play, who else has a good car throw? Well, Makoto's got the car command grab, is good.
Ryu has a good one.
Great one. Goki has a good one. Ken has the car back throw.
'Cause it gets-
Twins have the car command grab. Q has a great car throw. Who else? I'm looking at the character select screen.
But why do we talk about establishing the character? There will be certain points where your opponent will say, you know what, in this, I'm just going to
I'm going to eat the throw.
Yeah. And then it makes Chun's confirm
And then,
so much more
Donka's right.
deadly.
Q has the most absurd
Yes.
car command throw.
It
I mean,
is.
yeah, try to go to the lab and pull that one. It's maybe the hardest thing to do in the game outside of like triple tackle headbutt on Shotos or something. I mean, it's wow! Yeah, we got a highlight of the night.
My man,
Finally,
he's
as we're going through this bracket,
He's
KG
awakening.
is the legend.
awakening. They're awakening, baby.
That was a godlike
That was-
red
that was
parry.
nice.
And the beautiful crouch fierce donkey punish looks like a young Cooney.
But you know what? That's the thing about this game. That's what you're supposed to do. But when you see it, it's so pretty.
Well, not all. I mean, sometimes you shouldn't be red parrying.
Yep, not all the time.
But
It was so. Oh,
Frankie was teaching me to red parry the second hit of Yang's normal slashes. It's much
Yeah.
more stable and consistent. So he can alter his first slash with 4 different versions. But now he loses the corner. So that's a max punish. But you lose the corner. So there's other ways. Like Daisuke would have walked back and done stand fierce to keep the corner, which is slightly less damage but better Oki and corner control. So it was an impressive combo. But it was actually now he's nice. Look at that.
And dive kicking, learning how to dive kick properly.
It's so hard.
I still can't.
At Donka's
It's
house,
such a skill.
Issei, the current Cooperation Cup World Champion, who you know him from his old days living in the city, and you were here with me. Were you here with me? You were here.
I don't
Did you
think
play
so.
him? You weren't here?
No.
When he came to the city?
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to.
Oh, it was me, Mutant, and Frankie.
Yep.
And he washed us, and then we went down, or I went down to Maryland, and he washed me down there. But his dive kick game,
It's
big
ridiculous.
misconception. The dive kick isn't always supposed to land.
Yep.
It's about mobility.
Mobility.
It's a tool for mobility and baiting and screen positioning.
And
Nice.
they even use it to establish the command throw. It's such a.
Like Yang, empty jump, empty dive kick, crouch short, EX slash.
It's godlike.
It's so strong.
Hey, okay.
Nice.
This
beautiful.
Yang is stealing it.
Oh, no, too slow.
Come on, finish your
Now,
breakfast.
see, he's been conditioning with this empty jump dive, this empty dive throw. If you went empty dive low, crouch medium kick, or crouch short, EX slash, it's going to land. I was teaching, he came to my house last week, and I was teaching him about that, and I was like, what's he doing? Come on. Now, see, that's a crouch short, EX slash. It's safe on block.
Safe.
Oh, no. Short. Oh. Benjamin. Nice. Smart. Goes under it.
Nice.
And you can taunt there as well.
hey.
So Gang's taunt will do a damage boost.
If he can mix in a command throw, sort of his game.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Yang makes you block, and if you don't incorporate command grab, your opponent can just block.
I have nothing to fear. I'm just going to block your pokes.
And Yang's command grab is useful in the mid screen because you don't lose corner control. That's a lot of these newer players. They don't remember all of the tools that their character has and how the tools help each tool get stronger.
Missed opportunities. Okay, come on, start the rodeo. Nice block. Nice. Oh, look at that.
Now,
Oh,
four,
finish
four.
your breakfast.
4.
Nice.
I don't know what the point of that was.
Yeah.
Maybe a missed input or something. But yes,
I think that was just a hope and pray.
players will be like, I don't like throwing. I like to, hit button. I like combos. And it's like, okay, cool. You like combos? If you establish the throw, you'll get a lot
get your
more
combo.
combos.
Yep.
Because if you're throwing your opponent regularly, they're going to start waking up with moves, and they're going to start waking up with throw. And if you stand at a certain range, right outside of throw range or outside of Shoryu range, you can buffer down parries,
And you
can
got to
block.
And it takes discipline not to whiff throw when someone's trying to
Exactly.
establish
Mash
it.
and throw. Strong players look to bait your throw and punish you for it. Nice trade. Another thing that a lot of new players do is dash in a lot. They try to take big chunks of the screen.
All right, now that was a heat check. It was a
Yeah,
heat
that was a
check.
misinput for sure.
Come on, build that meter, Ryu.
Ryu's building his meter slowly. Of course, nice. See, that's high risk, though. So that's just a pure guess, and I don't think it's worth it.
So I don't think he's going to even go for the Denjin without a knockdown. He's not just going to.
Well, the stun
Buffer it
is
into
so
something.
low that even if it landed almost fully, it wouldn't stun. Ryu, you got to kind of set your table a little bit with a couple stun moves.
Nice throw. Nice. Like it.
Okay. EX.
Oh, okay.
Fireball.
KG making a little adjustment here.
Fighting ready.
He's letting Yang come to him, and then he's just punishing him. See?
Yeah, Donka's right about. I mean, wake up guest parry is the American standard. That's what we're known for.
That's what we do.
We fundamentally learned how to play this game wrong. Oh my God, the Vanau.
What are you trying to do? A. Here it comes. A.
Okay.
Come on.
And I'm not yet, so
Nice.
Yang has a car throw, and it's very useful in these situations to kind of. I'm not seeing the throw game from Envy at all.
From either one of them. Actually. Oh, here we go. Okay,
Okay.
back in the corner. What's he going to do? Oh! Dead! I think that was supposed to be a DP.
Of course it was.
But
It's new
hey.
blood, baby. It's new blood. I can't do forward, down, forward, and a punch.
It worked.
Well done. Kuni G the legend. That was KG the legend.
Breathing a very big sigh of relief.
KG is moving through the bracket beautifully. KG still winners. He gives me the nod. Moving through, we got Lambda versus KG. We got Randomator and Bubbles is going to be fun. And Zork and Knox, 2 close friends, both Jersey boys. Randomator and Bubbles is going to be fascinating because at the end of the day, it's Chun-Li versus Ryu, which, Denjin or not, is not easy.
So the match Reno's at 53.
Yeah, I don't
65
remember
people.
it being changing. So that's an indication that people are not giving money to it. So
How
let's
much can you
change
get
that.
on OnlyFans with 53 65?
It depends on who you subscribe to. You know, obviously you got to pay the monthly. So like
Oh,
if you're
okay.
paying the monthly for one of the bigger girls, we're looking at $25, potentially $30 a month.
Really?
And then they give you the free stuff, which is free after paying $30. The issue with OnlyFans is once you're in, you're just in the door.
You're in the
You want the real stuff? You got to start really
gotta
going into your savings account.
Come on, people. Get this match.
And it comes up on your bill statement as OnlyFans, which I think is an enormous oversight. I was going through my bills the other day with my girl. I saw it before she saw it. Oh, shit, I got to get lunch.
OnlyFans? No, it's a baseball thing. Don't worry.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
versus Randomator.
It's where all the real tech is.
So,
You know? Real frame data.
so coming up, we got Bubbles.
Bubbles and
versus
Randomator. So
Randomator.
Bubbles, I believe, with Keychain they're the 2 top up-and-coming players. Keychain's not here right now, but Bubbles is. Randomator, coming from upstate New York. Chun-Li, Makoto Yun player. I actually went to Randomator's house about 7 years ago and played him. He was an old Xbox Live player. He used to play under the name HT Raging Agent.
I just realized something.
What's
You're
that?
quite the whore. You get around.
I get around.
You know everybody.
I go around. I visit strange men in strange towns and play strange
My
games.
man's got a high body count. I love it.
No, I love this game. It's fun to go to people's houses and play with them. I mean, it's not always as dope as Donk. I mean, Donka's got 2 Blast Cities. Juna's got 2 Blast Cities. So I'm used to going to people's houses. Like, I guess we'll play on PS3.
They have those
no-
Hansel and Gretel setups.
Cancel? Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
Nice. Boo.
You tried to dash a throw there.
Wake
up,
Tatsu.
Tatsu.
You know, let's see. Just lets it rip. Oh, yeah.
Nice. No, that was worth it for the damage. It was worth it. That was worth it. Yeah.
If it works, it's worth it.
Good stuff.
Only frames.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Yeah, Randomator's on Fightcade a lot. He's a B rank. Bubbles is an unranked player. He doesn't play in the ranked arena. But I would say he would be like high B rank in my eyes. I only look at players in terms of Fightcade rankings.
What's your grade?
What's your grade, son?
Oh, what a beautiful character.
It was nice. Now was not a good throw. He's out of the corner now.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the corner.
The one before that.
No, the one before it
It
was
was
super good. He's going to trade. Oh, yeah, he's either going to trade. So that's,
But that's more to learn. Yep.
that super will go through.
Woo! This is
my
third strike.
God. I'm sorry for screaming, but
So-
that was
yeah,
the
that was
first thing
sick.
I saw all night. That was actually good.
It was hot.
Yo, KG, your red parry on the slash was nice. There's been 2 things tonight that have been worth coming out to see. All right, very nice, very nice. We're moving higher through the bracket, so the skill is increasing.
Getting high. People are getting more comfortable.
Let's see, Bubbles is close to getting his meter. Now, that was a mistake, and it should have been punished. Throw, keep the corner. Now hit him. Hit him with throw. Okay, good punish. Smart. Probably could have done more.
He's trying to close him out.
But it's better than nothing. Got the lightning legs buffer. Okay, good anti-air. Sweet move.
Oh, come on. You got to let that EX fireball rip after that, baby. Come on. Every hit is precious.
Pat, you can check the archives. You can see what I did to this tournament. Oh, Dan, other Dan. Oh, the other Dan.
That was a very good match. Very good match.
Like my Yun wouldn't get 4th in this. My Yun won Makai Cup, all right?
They await your return.
75-man tournament.
Put some respect
Put some respect
on that name.
on that Yun.
All right. Fight 2. I want to see what Ryu has now. What adjustments have you made? my friend?
Animator up first game here.
Come on, Bubbles. I want to see 3.
Now, sweep against Chun is good early because she
Yes.
doesn't have a lot of options in terms of punishing her without you. Now, Chun has got her ball.
Nice.
The game has the fundamental change. Now, super is
Nice.
not out.
Dead,
Super
dead,
last time you
that's
have to
game.
parry. That's the fastball Genjin, as Frankie's Great For Now video so clearly articulated. Frankie's
wind
not here,
up?
by the way. He should have been. I'm looking for him.
Wind up and the pitch.
Back throw. Chun's got a bar and a half. No back fear super. Short jab short, fireball. That's a Kuroda used that in his DVD a lot.
Oh,
No donkey.
no donkey kick. But I like the attempt. They're going.
Parry. Oh, interesting.
They're going for the stuff.
Yeah, safer. You don't even want to parry.
He did not appreciate how he lost that previous match. He came out swinging different. I like it.
Chun is always going to be an uphill battle for Ryu.
But he keeps it competitive. Denjin.
5365, Matt. It's been there for a long time. I mean, we got how many viewers, you think? 22,000?
How many?
Someone's got $1.
Come on, man.
I want to see that thing get up to 54. I think we can do 54. We were shooting for big donations. I really just wanted, like, I don't know, 20 cents.
Nah, I want. Let's get it up to at least 75.
I think if we can get that thing up to $100,
That'd
then
be
we'll
beautiful.
get paid out, and it'll be worth it. This is a big round here.
We might have to get on OnlyFans.
You got to beat Chun in that first round. That's the old philosophy. You got to make sure that you get that B
first
on the
round?
board
Yep.
before she gets superpowers.
Oh, I
Smart
love that
throw.
character.
That was a good setup.
Nice.
Okay.
Let it rip. Bang, bang, bang. Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Forward throw doesn't do as much damage as stun as back throw. So we go back throw.
And why did that work? Ryu does a jump in. He just stood there. Dash under it.
Yeah, Chun-Li has got a dash and
gotta do
walk.
something.
Chun-Li's got, I think, one of the fastest walk speeds in the game.
Yo, my man started the match with a Tatsu. He's in the zone right now.
Okay, there's a confirm.
Nice. 8.
Emitter looking to get some meter.
I like this wall that Chun's building right now. Nice. Reactive
Oh,
better.
just missed the
missed
super
it,
coming
yeah.
up the meter, yes. Okay, gets the meter on the tech throw. Crouch fierce, nothing.
No donkey kick. But I like the
Power
attack.
throw. Wow. That was almost like a sacrifice hit, you know?
That was nice.
That was a sack hit. He's like, yo, I don't care. I know how much stun. I'm doing the math. I crunch the numbers.
When he needs that super to come out, he's getting it. Let's go, baby.
Ooh,
Ooh,
see, that's a layered anti-air.
He's in the zone right now.
See, he required 2 parries. That's what you're looking for. If you're going to use normal moves to anti-air, you want to layer them into other normal moves or super moves, special moves.
They're both playing at their highest potential right now. I love it. But he did miss 2 opportunities.
Oh, that's a car throw. So if you miss car throw with Chun, you're going to get that sting, which sometimes hits, and it's quite fortunate. But do not hit there. Okay, back
I
throw.
love the defense against the cross-up.
Looking for the UH and the super.
Like that. Come on.
Here's his final round. Ryu is now 1 hit away
That was
from
another
certain
confirm.
death.
Oh,
No, that was
missed
it.
it.
Oh, I hate to see this kind of stuff. Now burning that bar. I hated that decision. He needs Denjin. He did an EX.
Is he going to
shot
try
in
to
the
trip him
nets.
out? Did he trip him out?
Oh, no. It's all meter management.
It was nice.
You saw that EX
Yes, it
fireball.
was. He gambled on it.
I mean, I guess there's a logic to it on some level where it's
Get
like
the pushback.
you get the knockdown. She has no stun to work with.
That was good stuff.
It's a choice. We make choices.
We make
in
our
life.
choice, and we live with them, baby.
We make our choices. But it was really 2 missed crouch fierces into Donkey that he didn't get. If you remember,
Wow.
there's 2 or 3 moments where he gets a nice parry, he gets crouch fierce, and we were talking about earlier how hard that is.
That's all training mode.
Yeah.
That's just
And up at that point, he had been doing it really well. But training mode, once the bright lights are on, you got to do twice as much training mode.
and you got to make it. That's why they take all those free throws. Like no matter what it is, you got to practice.
Even the
those
basics.
things. Yeah.
You got to get it down. And some of these basics are pretty hard.
Because when those opportunities come, you got to capitalize. But I like. Hard bread is in the house.
Duke, the resume, as you call him.
The resume.
The man is,
He's my favorite player of all time.
he's incredibly strong at every possible video game. in this.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know how he has time.
How he,
Zork and Knox, 2 close friends. Now, this is a rematch from every time they've ever come out. I mean, these guys play all the time. This is going to be Chun versus Makoto. We saw this Tominaga versus
it's
Shirakiri.
like Martin versus Malcolm,
This is difficult.
Ali versus Frazier.
Hold down versus Steelhead.
It's the eternal rivalry.
Struggle. This is a matchup that is, I believe, fairly heavily favored to Chun. Chun does what all characters try to do against Makoto, which is stop her dashes, stuff her, but she does it better than anybody else because she can confirm those stuffs into 60% damage and a 50-50. So we'll see if Zork can effectively stop the forward momentum of Knox Makoto.
I wish Ryan was in the chat. Oh, well, Decker could even talk about it too. Ryan loves to do the character with Chun-Li from crouch position against Makoto. He calls it from downtown.
I love it.
It's so effective. It just looks like it even extends the distance.
Another thing is Chun has a lot of tools to handle the post-Hayate mix-up. So Makoto lands a Hayate against the majority of the cast. She's in a very strong position where she can grab you again. She can, Hayate again. She can jump. Chun can get out of it pretty effectively.
This is game.
First round.
Send him to the 12th floor.
And I like that choice. So he did stand medium punch super instead of the more challenging
Yep.
link off of Hayate. So he read the game state, understood the amount of damage he needed, did not do anything harder than what was necessary.
Sometimes you just got to do that. Take a snapshot of your position where you're in the game, your meter. Just make them have to sit.
And Karatz is one of those moves. You get a chance to look around. You see how much life they have. You see how much meter you have. Nice. This is going to hurt, so he's going to get
Knox
double.
playing in his zone right
EX
now.
and then another one, and he missed it.
Missed it. Nice. So he tried to move into Karatse, but yo, I'm digging Knox's movement right now. It's like a different man.
He's improved a lot. He's been working very hard.
I like the movement.
He's going to have to play well in order to get through Zork Chun.
Now just stay solid. I mean,
Oh!
ooh!
Nice. And he got it. He got it. No. It's worth it. It's worth the pop-off. You've seen the amount of times he'll die with his bar every round.
Yeah,
I mean, going into this,
I got too excited right
I
there.
always felt like Knox, if Knox was able to effectively utilize his super,
Oh
he
yeah.
would be right up there with
Right
the
up there.
rest. But he just never has, and now we're seeing it. It's like a big step. Because that character, my understanding of SA1 Makoto is you want to get your opponent to around 30% life and manage your super.
Yeah, that's really.
And what Knox would do really well is get your opponent to 30% life and then forget he even has a super.
And everything you just said is what Memorial was doing.
Yeah, that's how they play it. They get you down to the level of health that they know you die off.
And now I got the kill button.
I got the kill button.
So Knox, I don't know. He just seemed like a totally different player. That's why I got so excited right there. I was like, oh, shit.
365, Matt. Not a cent in an hour.
Get up, people. Get it up.
Follow someone on your sponsor quest here. I don't know.
Maybe you gotta get one of these
Do a
guys on the
survey about
cab.
what your favorite Big Mac is. Whatever. I don't know. Do something to get us 50 cents. That's all we're looking for.
Oh, we need Knox to take his shirt off. That'll
So
get
I'll
the-
do whatever it takes. Get a dollar. I'll do anything for a dollar.
Look at Knox. Dashing under the jump in, hitting the sweep.
I don't even think that Zork was looking to confirm that crouch medium. Every crouch medium that you do as Chun, you have to go down with the impression that it's going to land and you're going to turn it into a super.
Yeah.
It's not a poking tool. Once you have meter, it's not a poking tool. It has to be looked at as 1 into 2, 1 into 2, 1.
Every time.
Always be buffering, always be looking for it. It's a poking tool before you have, and that has to be punished better. Block Hayate with against Chun, you have to get a super.
I think you could have just done back here or stand middle punch and just. Oh, nice. Hey. Nice
It's
block.
not really a
Hey.
great reversal. Yeah, well, the Hayate would have to stun off a super 1. Nice.
Oh, so
Saves the meter.
he
too.
elected to save the meter there.
But he should have potentially used the meter earlier because the stun bar was high enough. Super 1, also known as Seichu Sen Godensuki, will do a tremendous amount of stun. So here we go.
Nice.
What's the mix-up?
Parry
Doesn't
on
have
that
meter.
super.
Good jump, medium kick. Oh, wow. How did he block that? That was very impressive. Sweep move. Double stand medium punch. You know what Tomi was doing a lot of? It was stand medium punch and then stand fierce.
Knox not using the EX chop. I think if he throws that out, it'll be a surprise. But I like his
He's
move.
nearly got her at the level of health where she will not. So she won't die.
What?
if you
That was
didn't-
beautiful. Hey.
He went for it again. Yeah, he's greedy. He's greedy.
Oh! Ooh. What a link confirmed.
I love it.
Knox.
Knox needed to get comfortable with his
Wow.
supers. Yo, Knox,
He leveled up.
your supers. You're doing supers. And then, you're doing supers. You're doing supers. It's almost like you listened.
I do listen. I get better.
Good shit. Well Oh, Frankie. Now Frankie told him. Frankie told him. You know, I go out of my way to teach these kids.
You know, you try to do
And
that.
Frankie gets all the credit. Where's Frankie? I don't see Frankie.
Envy and Creaky. Envy and Creaky.
Matt and I are out here supporting the young bloods.
But I tell you, did he just level up?
Yeah, he does.
That's the best
Well,
match
he learned.
I've ever seen Knox play.
Yeah, and you know, we were playing casuals earlier, and he was looking strong too.
I've
Okay,
never seen
so
it.
this is an interesting losers bracket here. Envy versus Creaky. It's going to be Alex versus Yang. Go Duke. Duke's ignoring me. Hard bread. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. The resume. That's what Matt calls it. The resume. It's a good name, right?
The resident.
Right. How is this matchup for you? You know,
I freaking
Nika
hate this
KO. I
matchup.
imagine you have some post-traumatic stress disorder.
I have lost to Nika.
Now, how do you feel about SA3?
I don't like that choice because, you know, Yang doesn't have the meter for EX slash.
It requires a different play style for sure. And I'm under the assumption that, you know, some characters, I don't play Yang, but some characters struggle more with it. I know Urian struggles with it. Hugo struggles with it. I've heard Alex struggles with it.
He struggles with it, but if you just raw activate it like how he did there, you could possibly anti-air it or get it like a little exchange.
Sure, and it's not Canadian.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not Canadian.
But Envy is looking kind of strong with a K.
Yang's a character that, you know, there's that someone. Here we go. Okay, interesting.
He's going to activate now.
Yeah, and now it's at 50-50, and it goes low. Now does he have the combo? So this goes for the cross-up dodge. So that's why it's powerful against these big characters, is the cross-ups. They're essentially unblockable.
And Alex, he just has a tough time dealing with cross-ups in general from every
He's a big, thick boy.
He's a big boy. But Envy looking
sharp.
kind of strong right now. And as you go through the bracket, you see the Alex gimmicks, after a while, they don't work anymore.
No, you're going to have to mix it up with Alex.
I was actually talking to Envy. I was like, you keep getting hit with overhead fierce. You have nothing to fear from Alex by blocking low on your wake up.
I mean, Alex is the first character that I started to think of my defensive choices based entirely on his
Yeah.
offensive options.
Yeah, he has
so,
nothing.
like, if I'm going to guess parry an Alex, it's high.
It's high, for the most part. Yeah, this is
And if I'm going to really try to think intelligently, it's going to be a parry and then a jump away. Because his most damaging options are throws and highs.
That's why Creaky has to try to establish the character to make the other stuff work. But Envy doesn't fear anything, see?
Okay?
Walking him down.
Now, that was an attempt at an activation. He kept doing that at my house. So that's just, you know, he's going to clean up his execution. You know it's coming. 1, 2, 3.
Is he going to activate? No?
I wouldn't activate. I'm greedy.
Nice.
Those little choices, you know, maybe you should activate it. I don't know. Okay, the knockdown, the stun is building, the overhead. Okay,
So Envy stopped the rodeo.
you know it's coming. It's gonna hurt.
Got him again.
Creaky's on death's door here. Can he hold off the slashes, the invasion? Okay, a little bit of stun here, not too much damage. You know it's coming. You gotta parry them both.
Yeah. Or punish him. He could have just punished. Oh, wow.
Okay, stun
Creaky
rolls
going in.
For the overhead. I mean, if you
overhead
don't take that
hit.
overhead, of course it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming every time.
Hey, if it's working.
Okay, gets out of there. Okay, it's coming. You know it's coming.
It's coming.
I mean, it's gotta come. It's 1, 2. Oh, it didn't come.
Creaky basically
I mean,
said,
it's coming.
It's coming. He
It's
tried to red
coming.
parry though.
Okay, it's easy to punish.
He went for the dive. That could have been a
He's gonna-
huge
Okay.
mistake. Activate.
UOH.
Cross up dive kick.
Oh, even smarter.
Yeah, cross up
God,
dive kick,
that's
yep.
why. That's why I'm a Urian player. I think 2-dimensionally. You're in 3 dimensions.
No, I don't think Alex can really counter that.
No, that was smart.
Very smart. But the mistake there was going for the dive part. Why did he do Alex's dive?
Oh, yeah,
The cross chop. Like,
That move, Rennick had a wonderful video about how that move is most effectively used after an air-to-air parry.
yes.
Where it's really not. It's not a move you should be using.
Anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. The Superman
Dive. But you know, if you want to be stylish and kill somebody with it, I get
Well,
it.
it's super dope. When you get it, I mean, it's so sick with the follow-up combos. And there's so many amazingly cool, like, tool-assisted versions of it.
But actually, you know, against the twins, you do a neutral jump. They try to answer you, you parry it.
And then you
You
go
do
into
the dive
super-
and then juggle them.
Yeah, with Ford Fears or some sort of reset. They must do something very. It's true. They have a hard time just being uncomfortable.
It's like, I got to do this. And then look around and say, hey, it worked.
Wait, we got to. Oh, this is interesting. So this is Almaz.
And Bunch.
And they came down in the same car from Massachusetts. So this one's going to cause an awkward car ride home. Win, lose, or
somebody's
draw,
walking.
Someone's going to be like, yo, man, that was bullshit.
that was bullshit.
Yo, you paid for 7-Eleven. You fucking won. Dude, there was no money in the tournament. You still. Come on, you're going to beat me and I got to buy fucking cheeseburger? All right.
Come on, people, get that?
Okay, good activation. Nice.
Yes, I can confirm that. As Alex players, you got to do something unsafe. It's in our DNA.
Almaz switching to Young, showing a little bit of maybe character and familiarity.
Here we go. Oh.
Okay. Also dive kick. Let's get that meter.
He has
So
no.
he's relying heavily on the high kick dive, which is not a great move against Chop. Bunch with the follow up. Nice jump back.
Bunch
Justin
looking.
Wong S.
That's sexy.
Justin Wong S.
Go for it.
See, I'd like to see an activation here. He doesn't have super. Yun. A misconception about Yun is that donation is a combo thing. It's a pressure thing.
It's a pressure.
And like, when you use it, you can then get another one. So now you're building meter again.
Especially if you have one at round start. You can build the second. You're guaranteed two if you
And
rip
the
it.
old Pyro Leaf philosophy is get 3 donations, you win.
You win.
Now he's on 2 donations, but he could potentially be at nearly 3 if he had his first one quick.
I mean, it's guaranteed damage. You're going to get the Zephyr,
gotta
the
get something.
command grab.
Guaranteed.
Did he block?
Good. Now, this would be block. Oh, we got to parry.
Parry that, baby. Presence of mind. Presence of mind. It's that steel hammer. You intimidate people.
We got to parry.
Why did you just let that rip, my friend?
You win.
This is
Interesting.
a Yun choice probably because he knows Bunch beats his Ken, and he's like, oh man, I gotta get him something he doesn't know about. It's a weird feeling when you go into a tournament match against someone that you
Wait
lose to
your
and you know it.
return, warrior.
And you're like, man, maybe I'll play Remy.
Welcome to
Like, no, play your shit.
Like, it was almost like you watched in slow motion Chun-Li hover over him.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Man, you
It's
just
a weird
stood
move.
there.
It's so slow. You're like, oh, I've never get hit by that.
This,
Go for it.
like, nah, that's not gonna work.
The guard crush. Unblockable guard crush. Okay, good.
Nice.
If you're at the level with your Ken where you can comfortably car shore you need to get comfortable understanding when and when not hit. Because like in that situation, if you're not a hit, and you lose good Oki pressure if you try to do another shore you. So if you get to the point where you're regularly hitting car shore you, then start to get more nuance with when you're going to try it. In some situations it won't work.
Especially if your goal is to play offline. Use fight feed for these situations. Like, don't care about your score, your letter grade, none of that. It's the perfect training ground for these things.
Good games awareness by Bunch by doing double stomps. He pushes the corner all the way. Unfortunate interaction, double parry. Shots nearly had meter. I would get more. So he goes in. See, what I would have done was back up.
Yep.
And I would have tried to just a long diagonal.
This guy has no fear.
Sometimes you got to look at your meter and you got to recognize the game state. The punish. See, he's not going to get it off that.
Yeah.
It's too far away.
All right, Chun has
Now,
no
see, that
meter.
should've
Let's
been
see how
Fierce
his
Fierce, 'cause he already had corner control. Fierce Fierce is more damage. Look at that.
oh bunch in the zone right now.
The fun thing about this game is any character can tech an air throw. So even if your character doesn't have a tech and air throw, you can or she
tech.
can tech that air throw. And some characters can actually combo after teching the air throw.
All right.
Yeah, there's a crazy Japanese video.
Bunch electing to save meter and is like, I'm killing you with a butt.
They call that the Neko punch, the cat punch.
Final round. Engage.
Nice. Got him in the corner. Bunch doesn't like to do EX spinning bird. Oh, that was 2 supers. He got it the second time.
10 hitter quitter. Talking about damage boost.
He's trying to put him away with a confirmed Emperor punch. Let's go.
Yeah, definitely unsafe on block.
Don't like that jump.
I don't know. I don't like that card. Guard crushes. Time and place. Okay, he's got the 50-50.
Bunch is
Too
controlled.
early with the UOH.
Bunch is controlled.
Oh, no punish.
You had him right there.
So that far roundhouse that can be confirmed into super off of the crouching.
Yes, it can.
Challenge confirmed, but Bunch landing the crouch medium kick super to close out final round. 2-0 for Bunch.
Bunch just said, you know what? I'm going to settle down. I'm going to punish your jump-ins.
We await your return.
Versus Shinebox.
Shinebox versus Zort.
Almas had a tough bracket. Bubbles and then Bunch is tough. Zork versus Shinebox. Now, this is another Alex versus Sean. It's just as hard as it was the last time. So, nice. Now, if Zork was smart, he would just hit crouch medium kick, get a little back fierce.
Crouch medium kick, back fierce,
Turtle,
standing
turtle.
roundhouse when he jumps, and standing middle punch.
Yep, and a little bit of turtle.
Are you ready?
Build with
Build your meter, punish the EX slash on block with super.
Oh my God! Alex starts. Shinebox starts with a swinging PET. I don't know what I'm talking about. This guy's going ham.
Nice, air to air, car throw, beautiful. Walking back, finding his range. Don't want to give up too much space. Sweep it. Sweep. Okay.
Nice EX rush. Sean has no meter. He's
Okay.
going in. 8.
Nearly dead. Yep.
Nice buttons right there.
That is a dead Chun. Chun has meter, so Shinebox has to be mindful to not use the EX elbow. I imagine Zork has the game knowledge to know that that is punishable with a reversal super. I like that mobility, so he dashed under the jump. That was smart.
And Alex could definitely take advantage of a Chun that doesn't know all the bully techniques.
Yes, there are gaps in a lot of Alex's pressure.
Oh, that early jump fierce
no
by
super.
Shinebox right there, but he had no super. But I like the hit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Shinebox looking very much in control.
Oh, that was sick.
That was for style. Should have just done
Play
EX
rock
slash.
solid here. Don't want to give her any more buttons. Lock it out.
Hey.
Look at that.
Use her head as a bone.
Love it.
You win.
Shinebox looking real comfortable.
Yeah, he's been grinding for a few years now. I mean, he came out to Northeast Championships with me. We drove out together. He's committed to the game. He travels and he's willing to learn and he studies and he puts videos on Twitter.
There is a crossroads with Alex when you decide like this. I'm just going to start using him in tournaments. Don't care about all the Kens and the Chuns. This is my man.
Fighters
Yeah, we
ready.
need those Fight Kid perfect taps. It's a big oversight. Using CPS 3 is so old these days. We got to get CPS 3 running off of a MacBook Air. We need emulation off the worst computer you can find.
Shinebox just did dash up powerbomb. Like, oh my God.
He doesn't care. He's here to just style.
Yeah. He definitely doesn't fear Zork, but Zork can put the fear in him with a little bit. You know what? Sometimes you just got to tell yourself, I need more hot sauce. There we go. Give me the hot sauce, baby.
He's got a nice amount of meter.
Ooh, Shinebox. People forget, Shinebox is a swinger.
He'll do it.
He swings at every pitch.
Definitely does.
Yep. He swings at every pitch.
And that's how you beat a player like that. Is you block.
ready?
You bait.
Go.
Play safe.
How do you teach that? Because Alex players need it.
I describe it as laying the red carpet.
They-
Like I play a lot of weak players. This is something I pride myself on. Mainly because of ego protection.
Yes.
But also just because I like working with the new During players. And a lot of them are very, very new. And, you know, if you want to win against a new player, you don't want to fight them. You want them to kill themselves. That's how you do it. So, like, if you feel like you're stronger than your opponent and they're risky, let them hang themselves. You don't have to beat everyone. You can let them beat themselves.
Yep.
This is a game with a lot of defensive options now.
But what Shinebox is doing now is, you know, I like to joke around and call it rodeo, but there's that moment when you can realize that your opponent's on tilt.
Yeah, and Alex momentum builds with Alex, and he's terrifying.
When he rodeos,
It's not fun.
it's not fun.
You know, he's traditionally known as a weak character, but on Knockdown,
His rodeo?
Knockdown in the corner, he's just as good as any other character in the game.
Yeah.
Shinebox feeling it. tournament is kind of taking shape.
Like, I remember watching the Memora show matches. There were certain rounds where it's just like, okay, Memora starts the round with a dash up down parry. You know he's getting a perfect.
We're going to take a 15-minute
15 minute perfect. I can get jewel pods. This is amazing. I was like, I can't do this. I got to run out of fucking nicotine. You want to walk to 7-Eleven?
Huh? Sure.
All right, cool. So this turn, can we see the bracket? So let's talk through the bracket before I go get my jewel pods and we can play some casuals. All right, we have in winners.
Randomator and Knox, that would be great.
Lambda, Ken versus KG Reed. KG's playing well tonight.
Playing well.
And then we have Randomator versus Knox. We have Chun versus Makoto. I didn't see the loser side. We have Envy versus Bunch. And then at the bottom, we're going to see Shinebox moving to play the winner of Bubbles or one other one.
Bubbles versus Weatherman right now.
Oh, the breaker right now. Right now? Okay.
Right now. So right now we're getting
So we
Bubbles
got
versus
one more
Weatherman.
Bubbles versus Weatherman. So this is going to be Denjin Ryu versus Remy or potentially Urian.
But due to what I'm seeing, I think Knox is going to steamroll the rest of this thing.
You think so?
If he plays the way he did last
So
time.
Bubbles is definitely bleeding right now in losers. I feel like Knox is playing well. Shinebox is playing well.
Yep.
Bubbles is always great. Envy is still in it. Yang, a lot of unfamiliarity from these players in regards to how to defend against Yang. But Knox has got that hot.
He's hot right
He's
now.
the Tommy two-step of this tournament.
I wonder if he's over there playing casuals.
Did you get a chance to watch the tournament coming out of Texas?
No, I did not.
So it was fabulous tournament. The winner was, of course, Ryan.
Right.
But Tommy two-step put on one of the most impressive
I saw on
performances.
Twitter he said he did some hot
He
shit.
went on a run, my friend. He beat everybody. He beat 5-star.
Really?
He beat 10 red.
10
He
red?
lost to 10 red. No, he beat 10 red. He beat 10 red. He came back.
I've never beat 10 in a round.
Dude, 10 red is so good. So Weatherman is a fun match. It's like one of the classic matches. Okay, Weatherman control space effectively right here.
Yep.
Nice flash kick. See, you can sense that he's a little bit more comfortable. That was sick.
Yep.
More comfortable with this matchup. So when he was playing against Alex, he could never really set his feet. Couldn't get in. With Ryu, it doesn't have the Ryu doesn't have the same issue.
Remy has great keep away games that we all know. But when he wants to go in, he can get in that ass.
Oh, Remy's corner.
And I'm not just saying that because of Lucifer, just in general. Yeah, the character goes in.
He's got really nice flow.
Yeah.
And he's got a strong car throw. He's got good damage off.
Great car throw. Nice. That confirm on his standing middle kick and the overhead has like all the time in the world.
Absolutely. He can wake up and got short. He's got options. He's got good air to air. He's got combo into big things. He just has no health and no stun. And he's dealing against the Genshin player who's been burning his bar on EX Fireball. Against Remy, you gotta save your Genshin and you gotta kill him in one. He could die in one Genshin mix-up. So I don't really see the value in using EX moves against Remy.
My thing with Ryu, what should Ryu be walking him down with? Emperor Punch, crouching middle kick.
I don't play this game.
It's an interesting matchup. I would love to see Lucifer.
That match was poor meter management from Bubbles.
Yes.
And there's a lack of patience. He's running into everything.
Remy was just too
So
comfortable.
Remy's one of these characters where, he's a weak character in quotation marks.
Okay.
But you better know the matchup.
Yep.
If you don't know the matchup, he might feel like he's Chun-Li. And it's very hard to get the matchup knowledge. I did start in 2019. The official rule of this tournament was you have to have less than 5 years of offline experience. So I signed up first.
I looked at KG. I was like, "You ain't allowed." Then I
didn't think you'd be allowed either.
I saw the man. He's good.
Yeah. COVID doesn't count, right?
Yeah, I would. Any Ryu players in the chat, what should Ryu be doing against Remy? Fishing for the down fierce, right?
Oh, let's see this trade. Oh, no.
Oh
Dan,
my
Dan,
God!
no,
Did he get a
no.
full screen Denjin?
Yeah, but he didn't get the punish. Okay. Yep.
Nice.
So against Shotos, if you're going to parry, oftentimes you have to expect that there's going to be a follow-up move. If you want to do a big punish, sometimes you can parry one hit in a throw. But like against, Ken, Ryu, Goki, oftentimes one parry will bleed into other specials, and you have to be mindful of that.
But what I'm seeing here is not even the characters. This is just...
See, this is Denjin now. He's using his bar for Denjin, and look at that red stun meter building. Oh, see, he's missing it. He keeps missing it.
Don't fear the Reaper, my friend. Get in there!
Okay,
But carefully get in.
He's got some meter here.
Oh, nice tech on the Kara.
Good overhead.
But this Remy's just like,
No, so what's the punish?
you better punish this shit.
Okay. Nice.
Keep him in the corner. Watch for the wake up.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. No, you're still in there. Nice tech. Come on, Ryu. Oh! Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
I love it. Young man reactions.
Very, very nice. So, my man felt that small breeze from death coming,
He woke up.
like in Final Destination, and he did not get scared.
You know what I like when players realize, he picked Alex.
Oh, shit.
When players
Was that an error?
recognize-
Yes.
I talk to Lance about this all the time. Lance, one day you're going to wake up and realize, I played Chun-Li. I think Bubbles just woke up and realized, I'm playing Denjin Ryu.
I'm playing Denjin Ryu.
Why am I abusing on my meter on EX Fireballs?
I got all the tools.
You gotta
That's when you
know your
remember you're
character.
like lost in the woods. Like, man, I got a flashlight.
Exactly.
I'm straight.
When it comes to matchups, like obviously it's important to understand the strengths and weaknesses. Like in this matchup, a major weakness is Remy's low stun. A major strength is Ryu's Denjin Hadouken. So put two and two together and utilize your character's strength.
Let's go, Bob. But now that I have a third fight, I can no longer be biased to the swinger against the spoils. Nice.
Meter, getting some parries.
Yeah.
So okay, health bar is somewhat irrelevant in this match. So you gotta get your meter, you die in one hit, nice double parry. Oh,
Nice. Maybe you should have done EX Fireball there. Ooh, full screen Denjin.
oh wow.
How is this working?
Jumping into the Denjin.
Why is this working? Full screen Denjin?
Maybe one or two hits away with the super. I think he's gonna get it one more time before you kill with the super here.
Full screen Denjin is like a 15-mile-per-hour fastball coming at you in slow motion.
It happens.
But it works because it's like, nah, he didn't just do that.
Sometimes it works.
He didn't just do that.
Nice anti-air state medium punch. Here it comes. Smart. Get it out there early.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Neutral jump. Execution error that might cost him and his family the Matcherino money.
My man shook out of that.
And here comes the flash
Flash.
kick. All right.
Counter
I'd like
throw.
to see some Supreme Rising Rage flash, huh? A little bit of super from our friend at the Remy.
Ooh. He's,
Oh,
oh,
no.
all right,
execution
getting
error.
too greedy now.
I would have supered that, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that was it? Okay.
Oh, no, not like this. Not like this.
These guys are playing ST right now.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is big. See Weatherman. Oh, wow. They trade.
These full screen fireballs.
Oh.
He's playing Super Turbo.
Yeah, some very old school
He's
tactics.
like, this is
happening.
awesome.
That was Guile
That was
versus
Guile.
Ryu.